The state government says the AEU has rejected 3 offers in 3 months. Education Minister Blair Boyer more than happy to resume talks.
It's up to the union now and the ball's in their court in terms of coming back to us. Certainly this government, the Premier and myself, will be very receptive to that, and we stand ready and willing to negotiate to make sure that we avoid any further strike action and to make sure that we can actually deliver the pay rise and start tackling workload as quickly as possible.
Hoon drivers are being put on notice after another shocking night on our roads. A drink driver clipped another car and flipped his Mustang at Croydon Park. A motorcyclist was caught speeding on the freeway. He was also unlicensed and tested positive to meth. And a P-plater was busted at extreme speed in the western suburbs. Senior Constable Mick Turnbull says this reckless and selfish attitude behind the wheel has to stop.
Some appalling driver behaviour. I'm not sure how we're supposed to get the message through to these people, because they might be not only hurting themselves, but they're hurting other innocent road users. Here we are at 95 lives lost so far, at 60 at the same time last year.
The head of the National Australia Bank is warning more inflationary challenges lie ahead as it turns over $7.7 billion in cash earnings. That's an 8.8% increase year on year, but the results are just shy of expectations. Chief Executive Scott McEwen says $5.2 billion is being delivered to shareholders.
NAB is focused on delivering better outcomes for our customers and colleagues. We've added more bankers this year to ensure we can better support and protect customers where and when they need us the most.
50,000 Palestinians have left an area in Gaza City after the main road to the country's south was opened up. Fighting is intensifying between Hamas militants and Israeli troops in the area. The head of the United Nations says the number of civilians killed in Gaza shows something is clearly wrong with Israel's military operation. Optus is facing 3 inquiries in the wake of major outage yesterday, which left millions of customers without telecommunication services. Michael Packey reports.
Small businesses are among 10 million Optus customers affected by Wednesday's outage. Andrew McKellar from the Chamber of Commerce and Industry says many of his members were unable to process transactions and an explanation is required.
Total clown show, really just not a credible response.
Communications Minister Michelle Rowland is urging the company to do the right thing and work on a compensation package.
To look at how they can attempt to recompense people for this.
Optus is facing 3 inquiries, one launched by the government, another by the communications watchdog over its inability to provide some 000 calls, and a third Senate inquiry is likely to force the company's chief executive to explain what went wrong.
And Jerry Seinfeld will visit Adelaide next year as part of a national stand-up tour. He'll perform at the Entertainment Centre on June 20. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new Paradox Rift Pokemon trading cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
We're into the final session of the Shield clash between SA and Queensland at the Gabba. The Bulls need 93 runs to win. They're 3 for 180. Adelaide has finalised its list changes ahead of the national draft. Will Hamill will be delisted, but the club has committed to reselecting him in the rookie draft for next season. In the AFLW, Port Adelaide has farewelled Jade DeMello, Jade Halfpenny, Lakoya Cockatoo Motlap, Maggie McLaughlin and Jackie Yorston. And Socceroos coach Graham Arnold has named a 23-man squad for upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Bangladesh and Palestine. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Afternoon at Netley, there's a car fight look out for Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed. Norwich Terrace in preparation for the Velo 500. Got works happening at the moment at Cavan, slow going there. Port Wakefield Road near Gold Road, and quite busy Brighton Road at Glenelg East. Cameras today, Bower Road, Ethelston and Batunga Road at Meadows. This summer, make car cleaning easy. For great results, use the stain removing technology of Armour All multi-purpose cleaning wipes. Armour All. Less work, more clean. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Sunny this afternoon, sunny and up to 40 tomorrow. Saturday, partly cloudy back to 24 and 23 on Sunday. Right now it's 30. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, see the daring raid by thieves at a suburban Adelaide shopping centre. The new weight loss drug that's 20% better than Ozempic. A popular Toyota vehicle the subject of a recall, pet owners warned over a national vaccine shortage, and how to get your hands on the new Taylor Swift tickets about to go on sale. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
The FIVEAA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
6 after 4. Great to be with you on this Thursday afternoon. Lots to look forward to, and some hot weather as well coming to Adelaide. Stephen Rowe, Timmy G, good afternoon.
Oh, very warm arvo. Yeah, going to hit 40 tomorrow, 24 on Saturday, then rain and 18 on Tuesday. This damn weather doesn't know what it wants to be. Bit hot and cold like the Redbacks. We'll get to that.
Oh.
Timmy, welcome.
Yes, thank you very much, Stephen. Good to be here.
Golf day?
It was golf morning this morning.
How'd you go?
Played against Carl. I think you got Carl Gallagher coming up a bit later on. Yeah, played with his uncle, Tom Gallagher, this morning. Yeah, so it was a draw. It was a draw.
Oh, serious?
A tie on the last hole. Yes, and that's how it finished, with a golf clap as well. So that's all it deserved.
So you're
actually.
getting better?
Yeah, it's average. Yeah, had an 11 today.
On a hole.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, legs 11.
So off the tee, past the ladies' tee? Because that's a carton of beer.
Just went past.
Went
into some really thick bushes, which I lost the ball.
Lost the ball?
Lost the ball there.
Well, that's
and then
a two-shot.
And then I topped the next one.
Oh, God.
And then the third one went in a bunker, and then I got out of that, and it was a nightmare.
God, if you're as bad a golfer as Timmy, love to hear from you. 8223 300 if you've got a golf story.
Legs 11.
SA Queensland in Queensland. We're in the box seat day one. I mean, we made 359.
It was good, declared.
Second did, yeah. Redbacks, we rolled for 151.
Yeah.
So that's hot to cold. Had a lead of 273. Not bad. Not good, but not bad if you bowl
Needed
well.
to be over 300, though, didn't it?
In reply, the ball's 3.
For 180.
What is it? 180.
Yeah.
Uzi's at the crease, not out 75.
Who's
What's
dangerous?
he faced? 169 balls. They got 93 to win. We're in all sorts.
Yeah, we are. And how many overs left, though? 24?
Oh, they'll make those runs.
93 and 24, they need.
Since our last Shield final, 16-17, that we ended up losing. I remember that. Remember we covered that. Redbacks in 58 Shield games since then have won 8 games. Finished bottom 4 times.
It's not a good record.
No, I'm not going to say I'm jumping off. Stud's right. They'll just keep breaking your heart. They're our state team. I see glimpses, but they can't do it for 4 days, Timmy.
Well,
I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
isn't
well,
it?
it feels like they were getting more consistent, but when these sort of performances, the last 2 have been like this, haven't they? That second innings wipeout, yeah, it sort of breaks your heart again, doesn't it?
Anyway, hang in there, Redbacks. I can see something, I can smell something. I just want it to be better than just something.
Yeah,
hey, Meg Lanning, what a star. She's retired from cricket, an absolute great, an ornament to the game, people say, and just carried herself with, real class. Won a Comgold, 2 World Cups, 5 ICC T20 World Cups. She holds the record for the most ICC centuries. She was the captain of the highest order.
I grew up wanting to represent Australia, and to be able to do it for 13 years has been an incredible opportunity for me, and I'm very thankful for those opportunities. I feel like now I've got nothing left to achieve on the international stage, and I can't be half in or half out with anything, and that's where I've landed with this decision, is that I no longer have the spark or motivation to do what needs to happen at this level.
She's only 31. She's had her highs and lows and ups and downs and ins and outs with all sorts in her life and cricket. Well done. I wish her every happiness.
All the best, exactly right.
So on the back of Meg's retirement, a revered skipper / captain, who was your best captain? Lines available, 8223 000, and who better to speak to than Timmy on this? What does make a good captain?
Yeah, I've often chatted to other people about, what it takes to be a good captain. I always sit them down, and the first thing I say, and I draw a massive number 1, and I'll put a circle around it. I said the number 1 thing you have to do to be a good captain is to play it well every week.
Yeah, perform.
Be consistent, perform, and then your words become 100 times more powerful. Because honestly, if you're trying to lead, you're trying to encourage others and inspire, you can't do that if you're in a form slump.
That's right. Well, what's the number 1 trait you need, do you think? Is it empathy? Is it competitive? What is it? Or has it got to be everything?
It's a lot of it, but fiercely competitive is number one. Fiercely competitive because you're setting the pattern, you're setting the tone, you're setting the example of what you want others to follow with. So super competitive, I think, is number one. Two, you got to know the moment to show empathy, and you got to know the moment to give a rocket. And so both those things are really well respected by your teammates because they appreciate when you put that arm around them, but two, they appreciate the rocket as well. And you got to cop one yourself as well, which I didn't mind either.
Which
good fun.
Which earns respect. Who were your captain?
So I started. Russell Ebert was captain coach at the time, and then Russell Johnson took over, and then Greg Phillips, and then I took over from Greg. So some great leadership there. Russell Johnson was probably one of the most enthusiastic blokes I'd ever met, and I just loved his attitude because you go to pre-season, it'd be 40 degrees, and you knew you were going to train for an hour and a half and do 10 400s, and he just said, "You beauty, how good's it to be here?" And I say, "Jono," he said, "Hey, we're here, might as well enjoy it." And it was a great attitude, wasn't it?
Yeah. I went from Stephen Michael to Gary McIntosh to Chris McDermott, and I looked at that when we had this topic. All three of them were the best competitors.
Yeah.
They were just fierce competitors. They hated losing. They led by example. I don't think they ever asked of anyone that they wouldn't do. And these are traits that I like. And they were just genuine of their time and care for the team. And it was always team first. It was like a brand. If anybody affected the team by being late or not up to standard or not doing that,
they
had a chat. And they put their arm around them when they needed to as well. So I think I was bloody blessed. I mean, Bone. God, as good a captains we had. Macca. Say no more.
What a record.
You didn't know T.I., but I did. They were great. So who was your best captain? Lines available. We've got a $50 Powers voucher, 8223 0000. Now, Crows are struggling to fill that vacant forward coach assistant role. It was vacated by James Rowey. Now, the reason I say that is the Crows were number one for scores for. It's not just about how your forward six function. It's about your ball movement. Yeah, that's what your forward coach is. So he's going to be hard shoes to fill. And I was thinking, do they look internally? If they do, it's a Marco Bello or a Doc Clark or a Mickey Godden or a Matty Wright?
Yep.
You had a thought on that?
Yeah, but the way I thought was probably Mick Godden goes back into the fold and knows the systems that they've been playing last season. So you go, okay, well, he's probably a man that would be able to slot.
Didn't he win Assistant of the Year or something?
He
Mickey?
did, I reckon, and very well respected.
I love Mickey.
And then I reckon Matty Wright, could transition from that captain's on-field role into the coaching role of the SANFL. That's the way I would go if I had any bearing whatsoever.
Well, that's an option.
Yeah,
I think's the word I was looking
for. Healthy option.
The other is to attract someone from interstate. True. Now we know the bigger names have all been settled. It's still late to be able to land someone. I know Stewie Jew would be out there. He's rumoured to return to Sydney, but has SA roots, obviously. I reckon Brett Montgomery from GWS with his son here.
Still got a cult here.
Could possibly be gettable. So if you know any rumours on that front, big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Love to hear from you. Still on the Crows, they finalised their list changes in preparation for the draft. That'll be here before we know it. 20th and 21st, the rookie draft's the 22nd. Defender Will Hamill has been delisted, but the club has recommitted to rookieing him along with young Borley. So there's two. They've got picks 10, 14 and 22. And the other one, Adelaide have also committed to Irishman Carl Gallagher.
There he is.
At the top. He'll train to earn a Cat B rookie spot because he's an Irishman. He plays another game. He hasn't been on a list, all that. I just want to guess what position you think that young
halfback.
What?
What?
Well, that was quick.
Well, halfback is the most popular.
Why do Irishmen always play halfback since Ty Kennelly?
I reckon it's because they can read the play in front of them.
Okay.
Don't have to do the 360 thing as much.
Yeah. I want a midfielder. Smith, Miller, Dawson, Hinge, Jones.
You've got a lot of. You've got a lot of those. You've got a lot of halfbackers.
Anyway, here's Channel 9's Will Crouch.
The Crows have confirmed Irishman Carl Gallagher is all set for a 3-week trial at West Lakes later this month. The 21-year-old's just wrapped up a stellar Gaelic football season and having tested well at the draft combine back in 2019, is now hopeful of realising his AFL dream. If he's able to impress on the track, the Crows can sign him as a Category B rookie, with 2 spots opening up after James Borlase and Tarek Newchurch were delisted last month.
Yeah, good work there, Will. Any action down Portland, Timmy? Any news? Is it crickets? Is it they're all set? You've got your team.
Got pick 73, I think. So we'll use that wisely.
You get a Robbie Gray with that.
Well,
get a Justin
we
Westcott
did
for that.
interview Chris Davies, and he said it might float down to the 50s, which is then where the likes of Robbie Gray actually got picked up. 55, I think it was.
Every pick has a value.
Well, that's exactly right. And you never know what you can get.
Diamonds in the rough.
That is probably the mark of your recruiters, is not finding a top tenner, because
they fall off a tree like a cherry.
Well, they're there, aren't
Unless it's Fisher Mackesy.
Well, gee, I don't want to speak on behalf of your club, but I think
that was low.
In the 50s, you can get some good.
That was low.
Yeah, it sounded it, but it's gone down now.
82230000. Have your say. Unique home style food text. They're having a crack at the Redback.
Yeah.
The first 5 texts that have come through have just gone bang.
If that was a unique home style food pie, it'd be ripped apart.
Who was your best captain? Let's have some fun. Look, it's hot. Going to be 40 tomorrow. Who was your best captain? Your captain of your team. What's
Cricket,
the story? What's
footy,
the trait?
Local. Amateur.
I mean,
what made them so great
honestly,
as well? We want to hear those inspiring stories behind them. The traits, what made them fantastic leaders to you?
Steve Waugh types.
Exactly.
One of the great leaders.
82230000. Best caller tonight can either have a $50 Powers voucher or an Adelaide 36ers family pass to this Saturday's game against Tassie. So you get the option there. Your best captains, and tell us why. 82230000.
Or the other prize, first drop in the Redbacks next week.
Oh no. No, there's a text here. Rowey, you amazed me with your continuous faith in the worst performing representative state team in the history of this state. Well, Mark, it's my state team. I'll never jump off my state team. I love them. They're showing glimpses, but I need to see more than just glimpses. I do like this text by Mudguts. Juniper!
Oh!
You become the captain of the FIVEAA Sports Show. You have, actually. You are our captain.
Yes, you are.
You're organising our Christmas show.
I am, indeed.
You had drinks today because Justin's on his way to shoot some rhino over there.
He's not doing any of the sort.
Did you dump that?
Yes.
We're
not condoning that.
Justin,
well, he's off on a
holiday.
He's off on a safari.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
Going to have a look at South Africa and Zimbabwe. He's going to have a terrific time, but he's not going to do what you said.
Did you dump that?
Yes, he did.
Anyway, let me flip. So you are our captain, Timmy. I love that. Where was my beer, by the way?
I gave it to you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's on your desk, right in front of you.
Juniper! Gee, that name's going to stick.
It has.
Juniper has become captain of the FIVEAA Sports Show. Yes, he has. He has added insight and real average comedy.
I'd accept. Those comments resemble me.
18 minutes
hey, hang on. Mudguts, is that his name, this bloke?
I believe so.
Yeah. Have you had a fringe show? I mean, hands up in this room who's had a fringe show.
It's not easy.
Hands up in your car, your back shed, your house, who's actually blockbuster fringe show?
Sitting around with 6 of your mates, I'll tell you what, that's easy.
So how
Getting
big
in a tent.
How big was your tent?
Under the hot lights.
How big was your tent? 3-man tent?
150 it was capacity.
Okay. Do you ever fill it?
Yeah.
Good.
One night he oversold it. We had him standing in the aisle, falling off. Yeah, no word of a light. The second Saturday night, he oversold because he said some won't rock up, and they did. They all rocked up.
No,
wow.
you know
there were some complaints.
Yeah.
I didn't take any of them.
You're our Robbie Williams, mate.
Yeah.
Let me entertain you.
It. Beautiful.
Get involved in the show. We'll take your calls after the break. Caroline Wilson's going to join us at 5 tonight. Lots to talk about in the footy world. Brett Lee ahead of our last World Cup group game on Saturday. Anthony Curion, our Adelaide Giants baseball team, aren't far away from getting back in action, defend their championship crown. And Ari Schonmaker, a name that you might have heard in the last couple of weeks if you've been listening in closely.
No relation to.
No, but he's a draft prospect that sounds like he might be, maybe, heading to South Australia if all things go right. We'll keep an eye out for him. He'll be on the show at 5:30. 82230000. It's 20 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G on the FIVEAA Sports Show. Cheese Fest is back. The most snackable weekend in SA returns November 18 and 19 in Rundle Park. Enjoy everything Cheese Fest has to offer, along with cheesemakers, brewers, food producers and fermenters from all over Australia. Indulge in all the delights, learn from famous chefs and food personalities, or just kick back and relax in the park. It's a weekend you won't want to miss, so make sure you keep it on 5AA for your chance to win family passes to get along and enjoy. Or you can get your tickets from cheesefest.com.au.
Rising cost of living pressures are hitting everyone, some people more than others. If you're struggling with your home loan or credit card payments, there may be ways your bank can help, like lowering your home loan or credit card payments, restructuring the length of your loan to reduce them, moving you to interest-only payments for a while, or deferring them for a period. Don't tough it out on your own. Please, talk to your bank.
Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. Tell a man that Aldi's salmon fillets with lemon and herb crumb are now only $17.99 for a 4-pack, and he'll be like, huzzah! Aldi, good, different.
Aussie Christmas, well, it's all about the great outdoors. It's Barbies, backyard cricket, days by the pool or down at the beach. So why not give the gift of great outdoor furniture from Rosino Outdoor Furniture?
Great call, Rowey, because tonight's the night you're going to want to sit out the back and you'll have a look at your boring old outdoor furniture and go, I've got to get down to Rosino's because they don't sell boring everyday outdoor furniture. They offer designer look without the price tag, and it means you don't have to spend the earth to get the good stuff. Rosino also have incredible range at incredible prices, and they're almost always in stock, so they're ready to go and you can take it with you, like the modular lounges and extendable outdoor dining tables. Perfect for the festive get-togethers that are coming up. And you can fit those unexpected rallies you just roll up on the old last-minute Christmas day.
Yeah, they go on the fold-up out the back.
The
or bring a
kids'
cushion. Hey, jump online and find some fantastic deals just in time for Christmas and razz up your Christmas shopping with Rosino Outdoor Furniture. You order now so your gifts arrive in time. Visit rosinofurniture.com.au. They've got a showroom at Ashwin Parade, Torrensville. Do it.
Mawson Lakes Mazda's 2023 plate clearance sale is on now. Discover amazing deals across the entire range, including free on-road costs on all cars. That's right, free on-road costs across the entire Mazda range. Hurry in to find your perfect model and colour. The sooner you get to the showroom, the better your chance of scoring your dream car. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city, Salisbury Highway.
It's Black Friday month at Cheap as Chips.
Cheap as Chips.
Fan of savings? Grab a ceiling fan for just $57. Be blown away by a bargain when you score a petrol blower for just $87. Save $42. Give hair care costs a cut with 40% off Prinetti hair appliances. And save $40 on the Prinetti coffee pod machine, now only $59. Get Black Friday savings for the entire month of November at Cheap as Chips. In store and online.
City Discount Tires.
For the best advice and price on tyres and mechanical, see City Discount Tires. With local deals on the world's biggest and best brands in tyres, wheels, suspension and parts for four-wheel drive, SUVs and passenger cars. Finance available. Find your nearest dealer at citydiscounttires.com.au. We're driven by value.
City Discount Tires.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes after 4 on your Thursday. Best captains is what we want your calls on. 8223 0000. Tell us about your favourite captains all the way through sport. There might be your heroes growing up. It might have been your local footy club, your cricket club. Who were they? Tell us their traits and what made them leaders in your lives. 8223 0000. Brett Lee shortly. First your traffic. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes. Display villages, location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
At Netley, got a car-fired lookout for Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed, Norris Terrace. That's in preparation for the FIVEAA 500. Works at the moment at Torrensville Lane closed there, South Road near Ashwin Parade, and we're getting quite busy, Main North Road at Enfield. Cameras today, Grand Junction Road at Rosewater and Junction Road at Balhanna. Play for $136 million in the Italian Super Jackpot and get more zeros in your life. The world's biggest lotteries are at the Lottery Office. Play now at lotteryoffice.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
I tell you what, boys, the unique Homestyle Foods text line blowing up at the moment. Hey there, can Rowey please say Queensland have this game in the bag? Can't lose it. Can you feel it? Reverse the curse, says Mark, and I like it.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that, and I'll prove that it's not a curse. 3 for 189 Queensland. They're in the van. They only need 84 runs. Uzi is not out 79. He'll get a ton. Cannot lose from here. We'll win with their leg in there.
There it is.
Yep,
there it is.
I love them. Yep, let's reverse that
Thunderclouds. I love it. Yes. There
But what
it
if
is.
it works?
If it works, this will be amazing. I'll be so happy.
Hope it does. You got to believe it though too.
Gotta
That's part of it.
believe.
Well, they're good enough too. They've got a good enough bowling outfit.
They
Nathan
can't lose
McAndrew,
from it, can they?
It's coming.
Ben
It's gonna
Menenti going all right.
Get Uzi out and we'll run all over him.
I hope so. Hello, Paul.
Howdy, gents.
Got a captain?
I have. I'll set the scene. 1978 Grand Final, Prospect Oval, Tea Tree Gully, under 15s are 4 goals in front at three-quarter time at red hot favourites. They're going to win. But one person from the mighty Hope Valley Demons steps up. You know who he is.
G. McIntosh.
McIntosh.
Stop
what
it.
a pearler he played, and we won by 7 points. You good team.
And you're in the team, Paul.
I was the ruckman. I made him look good.
Yes.
Good on you. So you rode on Macca's
He was a-
coattails.
He was a great player to play with, and we
How
had
good.
Peter Krieg in our team.
Wow.
It was a ripper year.
Wow. Well
So
done.
go Macca.
Well done, Paul.
he
Great
hated
story.
losing.
Great story.
He hated losing.
Oh, yeah.
He drove standards, a fierce competitor. He could play a bit too, old G. Macca.
Well, not wrong. Let's go to Ken at Salisbury East. G'day, Ken. Who you got for us?
I've got a guy by the name of Kim Hodges,
Yeah.
and that was back in the days of the Central Districts Football Association.
Yes, CDFA.
When, people didn't get paid and just played for the fun of it. And he kicked just about 100 goals in a year with a hugely bad back.
Yeah.
And it was just so much fun back then. It was
Well done.
completely different.
At which club, Ken?
Pardon?
At which club?
Elizabeth North Football Club.
Elizabeth North.
Yeah, they're not there anymore
yeah.
because, as you know, with a lot of those clubs, there's just not the people around anymore.
Yeah, that's right. the
Well done,
population.
Ken. You made an impression
Great call,
on you.
mate. Great call.
That's what you want. You
I've
want-
heard
you want-
Kim Hodges' name before.
Yeah, you want someone that's made an impression on you.
Yeah, spot on.
And
Well
give
played.
us your stories. 28 minutes after 4. More calls shortly. Brett Lee next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA Breakfast. Unbelievable what was going on our roads last night. Some people are so brain dead. There should be a special clause of, sorry mate, clearly driving's not for you. In the same way, if you're colourblind, you can't be a pilot.
Informing Adelaide.
If you're a complete card-carrying, irredeemable half-wit like this bloke, maybe just driving's not for you.
It's a failure of the system. We have to wait for these people to kill someone.
I reckon people have had an absolute gutful of this. You know, we're just seeing the bodies pile up.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Hi, it's Peter and Justin Berkowitz from Berkowitz Furniture. Justin, I'm announcing our exceptional sale. What's exceptional about it? Customers save up to 25% on exceptional Norwegian brands like Stressless and IMG, and Australian brands which they can customise to their own exceptional taste. They'll save up to 25% across the store.
Is there anything that's not on sale?
Nope, no exceptions.
That's exceptional.
For a few days only at Berkowitz.
The Furniture Family.
Mile End Homemaker Centre.
Celebrity Cruises' award-winning Edge Series ships will have you ticking off up to 10 hotspots in one voyage, resting in accommodations designed to bring you right to the water's edge, dining in up to 32 distinct restaurants, bars and lounges, and flying over the sea on the magic carpet. The world's best ships sailing to the world's best places. More happens on the Edge. Visit celebrity.com/au or contact your travel advisor to book.
Now, when it comes to the big cleaning projects, you can rely on a team at Exis. Now, that is spelled E-X-I-I-S. They're South Australian owned and operated, and you'll find Exis at work in restaurants, pubs, supermarkets, aged care homes, hospitals, wineries, including food manufacturing, just about anywhere. And as well as all that, they're proud to be our broadcast partner for the AFLW. Of course, they've carried us all the way through the minor round and now into finals as well, with Sam Tugwell and Jenny Williams at the helm. So, a big thanks to the Exis team.
They could be a premiership sponsor. Partnership.
There you go.
Wow, Exis. Hey, amazing what the Exis team get up to. It's been summed up as this: pretty much everything that the others don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know, that grunt and grime work, the difficult and dirty, the cleaning jobs, the high risk, the high level, confined spaces. They were the first company that the government rang when COVID hit because they were trusted.
Yep, get in there and clean it. So, from kitchen exhaust and cool room cleaning, HVAC, ventilation systems, pressure cleaning, gutter cleaning, and much more. So if your business requires a standard of excellence in all things cleaning and hygiene, then get in touch with Exis, E-X-I-I-S. Now go to the website exis.com.au, Australia's largest kitchen exhaust cleaning provider.
Dreaming of a new car? Now's the time to make it happen at Solitaire Volkswagen. With unbeatable deals on new and demonstrator vehicles in stock now and ready to drive away. Visit Solitaire Volkswagen, Hawthorne and Medindi today. DL 65541.
Vidorlis Garden Centre are celebrating 63 years in business this weekend, and there's only one way to celebrate: with a massive birthday sale. 20% off outdoor furniture and barbecues, 20% off indoor plants, 20% off outdoor plants, 20% off pots, 20% off Christmas decorations, 20% off fertilisers, potting mix and garden tools from tomorrow to Monday. Some conditions apply. Vidorlis Garden Centre's birthday sale, Main North Road, Gawler, opposite the racecourse.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. The state government says the AEU has rejected 3 offers in 3 months, so it's time they came back to the table to try and broker a pay deal for teachers. Toyota is recalling more than 30,000 Kluger SUVs. A fault could result in the front bumper falling off. The longest-running actor strike in Hollywood history is over, with the union striking a tentative deal with studio giants. And in sport, Meg Lanning's decorated international cricket career has come to an end after 13 years. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Today there at Netley, got a car fire, Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed near East Terrace in preparation for the Velo 500. Lane closed at the moment at Salisbury, Park Terrace near Paternoster Road, speeds at 25. And we're sluggish at the moment at Woodville Road near Kim Street. You find cameras today, Findon Road, Findon, and Gorge Road at Parracombe. More great specials at Foodland. Delicious, juicy Calypso mangoes, $2.90 each. Yes, just $2.90 each. Hurry, and it's tomorrow at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA weather, clear tonight down to 16, sunny and 40 tomorrow. Right now it is 31. We'll have more news at 5 and as it happens on 5AA.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
27 minutes to 5. Caroline Wilson to join us after 5 o'clock. We've got lots of time for your calls. 8223 0000. Lines are open. $50 Pals voucher and an Adelaide 36ers family pass up for grab. Tell us about your favourite captains of all time.
Well, talking about great players, and we've been hunting this man down for a while, since the Ashes series, actually, because it was, a fiery one. And we're going to get a little bit of an insight into, when he was playing, of course. An absolute champion for Australia. Ended up, taking lots and lots of wickets, 310 to be exact. So quite a performance at Test level. We welcome Brett Lee. G'day, Brett.
Steve and Tim, hello, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Man. Excellent, mate. Well, we'll go back to that Ashes series because we probably wanted to get your viewpoint on it. We saw it as, ended up being quite nasty, and we couldn't believe, some of the incidents, especially Lord's, where it all sort of blew out. What was your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with sport is that, you don't want to see those issues happen. Look, sport is where you have to push the line and push the boundary as hard as you possibly can. But to see what happened through the long room it was just totally unacceptable. The players are there to try and do their best, and they don't want to be sprayed by the patrons coming through. That old saying is that they pay their $10 to get in. They can, give you more spray than like a tin of Mortine. So it's probably not the best way to go about it. I thought the Aussie boys sounded particularly well. And, on the other side of the camp as well, the English players also didn't want that to happen as well. So, unfortunately, a few can wreck it for everyone, but we, push on from there.
It looks like it's sort of spilled out a bit. There didn't seem a lot of love in that one-day game the other day either.
Well, look, there's always been the passion between Australia and England. It's the old rivalry. It goes back to, many, many years ago, even way before I was even born. But to think, through my tenure playing with the Australian cricket team in 2001 and 2005 and then 2009 again, Piers Morgan thing, we've always had a thing with the Poms, mate. We love them, but we hate to lose to them and vice versa. But it probably still is the pinnacle of playing for your test nation when you get the chance to play for the Ashes. It means so much. And I keep saying you've got to push that envelope as hard as you possibly can, but you can't overstep that boundary. And unfortunately, throughout that series, there were a few incidents, but I think the guys have moved on from there.
Bairstow was facing after that incident the spirit of the game or the laws of the game. Binger, you would have put a beanball right at his scone. Knocked his damn block off. No, I won't get you to comment on that, but maybe Piers Morgan. Yeah.
I tell you, the interesting for me to say with that is that the hardest thing with the spirit of cricket, and when there's a grey area, that's obviously where it's really hard for the players.
Yeah.
Should Bairstow have been out, in my opinion? Yes, he should have been, because he walked way too early. There's that unwritten rule. It's a bit like the batsman backing up and that whole man-cad rule. You've got to make sure that you can't confuse the laws of the game with the grey areas. And I think sometimes that is overshadowed. We saw the incident with a gentleman getting timed out as well recently. So we've got to get rid of these grey areas and leave it up to the umpires to make the call at the end of the day, I think.
Yeah, well done. Hey, we're talking about great captains. Who was your best captain?
Well, I played under Mark Taylor in state cricket. Outstanding. I played under Steve Waugh, who was brilliant. I played under Michael Clark. I played under Adam Gilchrist, Shane Warne. But for me, it would be Ricky Ponting. I mean, punter to me was...
Wow.
Yeah, the guy that probably got the best out of me and vice versa. We really, really clicked as a unit. And I also think, too, when I was under Mark Taylor, only for a few games of state cricket in the late 90s, Steve Waugh from early 2000, about 2004-05, I was quite green and young, learning about my trade, I guess. But then, probably getting into my game and my style of cricket, that's where Ricky Ponting really, encouraged me. And there was a moment in my career, I think it was might have been 2006 or something, up at the Gabba, and I was bowling. I bowled horrible in the first innings. I was on the verge of getting dropped, and he came up to me at in the innings break and said, "Listen, what's happening?" I said, "I'm not. I've lost the confidence of bowling. I can't. I sort of feel like I can't bowl a hoop down a hill at the moment." He goes, "Mate, just relax. Just get out there the way you bowl on the net. Who cares? We are all backing you, and feed me in the slips. Just feed me."
Wow.
How good.
And I got Fifer, and that was all down to his confidence.
Yeah.
And nothing changed. I didn't change my action. I didn't change nothing to do with the style I was bowling. It just came down to that mental strength and having that confidence in your captain.
Yeah, that is a brilliant story. Talking to Brett Lee, one of our Aussie greats. Now, Binger, have you ever drunk too many Sydney Beer Company long necks and fallen off a golf buggy and got a 10 for?
No, but and we don't want to encourage someone to get concussed. However, I mean, Maxi, how good was he? Now, look, I'm firstly with that. I'm proud to be an owner of the Sydney Beer Company up here in New South Wales, which we're loving it, mate. Premium Lager. We're going to be in your area shortly, mate. So stand by for that.
Looking forward to your visit.
Thank you, mate. But Maxi, I mean, outstanding. And I actually found out today, actually through my son being concussed overnight, he got hit in the back of the head playing cricket at the non-strikers then. And under 19s, they have a 14-day rule. Wow. Over 19s, they have an 8-day rule or a 7-day rule. So Maxi, luckily for him, being the age he is, he missed that game against England. But to come out and play the way he did, gentlemen, I've seen a lot of cricket in my life. I've been involved in cricket for 25 years. I've commentated on cricket for the last 10 or so. That goes down as the best one-day innings I've ever seen in my life for a number of reasons.
God.
It was an incredible to witness it.
He had his legs painted on, Binger.
When he cramped up and couldn't move his legs, I was thinking to myself, it looked like they'd nailed his shoes to the crease. And
Well, mate, it was the biggest comeback since Lazarus.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was amazing.
To be fair, when he sprung his neck up and he was like, "I'm back," but also, so you've got to give credit to the Australian physio. There's a bit of talk going around today that he was the third most important player on the field, even though he didn't face a ball or even bowl a ball. But the Australian team physio did a terrific job just to sort of try to crank in those hydrolytes or those electrolytes as quickly as possible. Maxie just goes to prove he is a freak of nature. He's been called the big show for a number of years. He's produced on a number of occasions. There's times where he gets out and the public feel like, "Oh, mate, you've let us down," or you've let us short. This is the real Glenn Maxwell, and we saw that the other evening. He was absolutely outstanding.
There was some fear that the 50-over game might be under threat as far as the three formats go. Do you think it's working well because these grounds are considerably smaller than, say, the MCG and the like, when it's really hard to keep knocking them over the boundary?
Oh, it's good. It's good if you're a batsman.
Yeah.
Not great for us. Hey, gentlemen, I've always said it's a batsman's game. I used to enjoy bowling at Adelaide Oval. If you bowl straight, you hit down the ground, but it is very short square. But if you look at Mumbai, it's a postage stamp, in terms of size-wise. But it's all about entertainment. We want young boys and girls, watching cricket. For those that said that 50-over format was dead, well, that's just an understatement. It's a bad call because we saw the other evening where Australia were done and dusted. Honestly, I reckon every single person in the world other than Maxwell thought that we were done and dusted. And to produce innings like that was just totally outstanding. But, it's still one of my favourite formats. I would pick Test cricket first.
Yep.
50-over cricket definitely over T20 cricket because 50-over cricket, you got time to play catch-up. If that was T20 cricket, the game's done and dusted. So you got someone like Maxwell that can actually come back and produce that innings, and, they actually thought they had it.
Yeah, fantastic. Brett, the Sydney Beer Company, that'll keep you busy. You're still making Bollywood movies, and how's your music going, and what are you up to?
Well, my day-to-day stuff, so, doing a lot of work with Fox, which has been outstanding. So we've been covering most of the cricket. We sort of do all the big intros and then throw to our commentators over in India. Co-owner of Sydney Beer Company, which is very exciting. We're 350 venues and counting. We're all through now the Sydney Cricket Ground and the Sydney Football Stadium. So that's really exciting. Being involved in sort of startup because it's been going since 2016, but we're really getting going from strength to strength. Even over in China recently. Our PM very kindly, went up to the stand where we sponsored the sort of event that he was taking part on, and he got up and held the Sydney Beer up and gave us a bit of a promotion, which is really cool. Yeah. But it's fun. It's a premium lager. We're really excited about it. In China, Malaysia, and about to get into India under licence. So that's going to be good times ahead. And then trying to play a bit of cricket, keep fit.
Fair dinkum, he's still playing.
Wow.
Mate, I was bowling this afternoon to Michael Hooper, who's the former Wallaby captain. We're doing a charity match next week for a little boy who's 17 that passed away from brain cancer. A really sad story, but I do these charity events, but also playing. I'll use the term very loosely. These Legends League.
Yeah.
Played in June, July this year. Played in March. Played last year. Still got the chance to bowl against the great Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara. So
fantastic.
47 now, boys. It's getting harder though. The calves are getting a bit tighter.
Come on, mate. Bend your back, Binger.
The old man injury.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Brett, my co-host here, Stephen Rowe, he's not a fan of Piers Morgan. He's really not taken to him.
Well, Rowey, I reckon most people would back you up, mate. But you know what I can say?
Well, have you seen Brett bowl at him in the net?
Yeah, knocked his block off.
I loved it.
I spoke to Piers recently. He is a terrific fella. Knows how to work the media. Yeah. Absolutely. He knew he did it for a reason.
Yep.
we even got views in Iceland.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I don't even know that people watch cricket, or they probably don't.
We just had it held up on our screen here, mate. You know what Piers can do? He can Piers off. I wished you had knocked his big moonhead off. Hey, we got a number.
I'll pass on next time I speak to him. No, look, he's very, very clever. He works the media beautifully.
Okay. Unique Homestyle Food text, there's a lot of these. Is your Colt going to be as good as you, Brett?
Well, the thing is, I've never pushed my children. I've got 3 kids, 3 beautiful children. I've never pushed them into cricket. What I've always said, I've always encouraged them to play a team sport, which I think is what it's all about. Because you learn how to deal with other people and enjoy their success more than yours. My son's in the under-17 state academy, so he's hitting all the straps at the right time. My daughter is almost 8. My little fella, which I literally, before I jumped on the phone, he was buying some chin music. He's 4. And he loves it. He's got a good accent. He's buying a couple of fajitas. But I will support whatever they want to do in terms of sport. But they enjoy watching cricket. But my oldest fella, he's a batting all-rounder, Preston. He's
good on him.
He's a pretty good player, mate, to be honest.
That's excellent. Congratulations on being inducted into the New South Wales Hall of Champions, mate. You've had an incredible career. We've loved you on and off the deck, mate. Thanks for your time, Brett. We'll keep in touch.
No, sounds good. And when they gave me that call, I thought, have you got me mixed up with someone else? But no, look, I was very honoured, mate.
Stop it. And we can't wait to see that.
Looking forward next time, you know what? Next time I'm down in Adelaide, I'm going to pop in the studio.
Done. Hey, but bring a case of the Sydney Beer Company, because my co-host here, 17, Timmy Ginniver, he's got a bit of a drinking problem. He does like a nice
lager. I'm a taste tester. What can I say?
I'll bring it down a pallet. Good on you, boys. Good chat as always.
On you, buddy.
He's a ripper. Brett Lee, Sydney Beer Company, part owner of that. Got a Colt doing well. Inducted into the New South Wales Hall of Champions. He's a ripper.
Yes.
He has always, since I've sat in this chair, given of his time.
Geez, he could bowl fast.
Couldn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He clicked 100 mile an hour, didn't he?
He got to 160, I reckon, once or twice.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Fearful.
Oh, yeah. Well, he definitely did so when he took on Piers Morgan in the MCG nets that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyone want to relive it? Because we do.
Ball 1. I think he's got his own hot spot. Here we go. Ball 2.
Has to pitch this up.
Did he hit him?
Knocked him flat on his backside.
Got him in the hip, rib, didn't he?
Yeah, right. I think he broke a rib.
He broke a rib.
Good.
Oh, dear.
And,
good.
After his, his baiting of our players recently at the Ashes.
This is Piers?
I reckon he gets the bowl again at him. Go second up.
Yeah, but Binger's 48.
That's a bit.
Hey, would you want to
Piers
face
be
him?
much older too.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No way.
You wouldn't. No. It's too quick.
Where's the wild thing?
Sean Tate.
Where's Tatey?
I reckon Adelaide Hills.
He was coaching Adelaide.
Doesn't he own the Port Elliot pub down at Port Elliot?
He might.
Does he?
Yeah, we'll have to find out. He might be a good wearer now.
But let's get the wild thing.
There you go.
Surely he's popped up somewhere.
He was coaching about 2 years ago down at Adelaide District Cricket Club.
Yeah,
Don't know
he's
what's
a
happened to
ripper.
him since. We'll find out.
Has it worked?
Well,
where are they? They're 4 for 205.
Slowly the wheels are falling off Queensland.
Ooh.
68 runs to win, 4 for 205.
Play it again.
Here we go.
Play it again. Can you feel it? They can't lose from
Surely
here.
they can't lose from here.
They cannot lose from here.
Reverse the curse. We might be onto something. 12 minutes to 5. Let's check your traffic. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes Display Villages. Location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
Afternoon at Netley. Car fired. Look out for Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed. Norris Terrace in preparation for the Valo 500. Do have a lane out of action today at Torrensville, South Road near Ashbourne Parade. We're quite busy, South Road at Featherstone, and quite slow, Tapley to Radcliffe North. Got a Canberra 2 North East Road at Inglewood. Enjoy exceptional savings on Mercedes-Benz demonstrator models and a 4.99% comparison rate when you finance with Mercedes-Benz Financial. Limited time, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
Shop great value gifting this Christmas at Coles. Like half-price Cadbury chocolate-covered fruit or nut, 190 to 340 gram jars, now just $5 each. It's the perfect stocking stuffer. That's great value, hands down, at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Beat the heat with great deals on air conditioners now at Harvey Norman. Need to cool a small room? Grab a Rinnai reverse cycle split system from only $779. Energy efficient Mitsubishi Electric 3.5 kilowatt reverse cycle split system, great price, $1,299. Or perfect for big spaces, Fujitsu 7.1 kilowatt split system. Great value, $2,199. Head in store for more great deals on air conditioners and ask our friendly staff about installation options. Beat the heat now at Harvey Norman.
Now, just like you wouldn't use a faulty product, if your aged care provider isn't right for you, well, it is worth fixing. Now, that might sound like a daunting task, but really, all you have to do is ask ECH, and it's worth asking.
No doubt.
Timmy.
The process of first signing up for an aged care provider can be a bit extensive, and if the services don't quite meet your needs, it can be discouraging. But with ECH support, you can switch without a hassle.
ECH will figure out what you want and need out of a home care package. They'll then guide you to the package that's perfect for you, just as they have with many other satisfied South Aussies. When you're the biggest,
Spot
you're the
on.
best.
ECH will discover what's important to you and help you get more out of life. Their website has more information, so just get on there and visit ech.com. Now, I'm not sure if this is a misspell. ech.asn.au.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Okay, I'm going with that.
Hearing Australia's new range has devices that are so discreet, people might not notice you're wearing one. They auto-adjust to reduce background noise, and there are also rechargeable options. For over 75 years, Hearing Australia has provided expert hearing care for all Australians, finding the right device to suit any budget and lifestyle. Search hearing.com.au to book your appointment today.
Hearing Australia.
Conditions apply under the Australian Government Hearing Services Program.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to get free installation? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? 2. The largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers and get free installation on your cabinets with laminate benchtops. For a limited time, of course. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
Hi, it's Peter and Justin Berkowitz from Berkowitz Furniture. Justin, I'm announcing our exceptional sale.
What's exceptional about it?
Customers save up to 25% on exceptional Norwegian brands like Stressless and IMG, and Australian brands which they can customise to their own exceptional taste. They'll save up to 25% across the store.
Is there anything that's not on sale?
Nope, no exceptions.
That's exceptional.
For a few days only at Berkowitz,
The Furniture Family.
Marland Homemaker Centre.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes to 5. Caroline Wilson coming up very, very shortly. ASN.au is a real thing, everybody, just in case you're listening to that
thank
live
you.
read.
Thank
It's
you.
short for association, so it's a new website domain.
You've got to apply for it.
Yes,
yeah,
you do.
well,
So let's do it again.
I'll
Give it to us again,
I'll give
Timmy.
ECH another plug.
Do it.
So if you want to visit their website, ech.asn.au.
We're working with people who are slow to the party on the internet on this show.
Not that big silent pause you had. I was wondering what happened. I thought you were having a stroke or something. You had a little buckle wheelie on
Better
me.
get to the website.
Hey, some breaking news just quickly before we get back to your calls. We're asking for your best captains. Adelaide 36's star legend, one of the best ever, Daniel Johnson.
DJ?
Is back in the NBL as of a couple of minutes ago, but he's not for Adelaide.
Who?
He has signed as an injury replacement for Southeast Melbourne Phoenix.
With Creaky?
So he's
Oh,
back.
DJ, you can't do that. We've got them next
Friday night here.
Oh, you're not. Oh, no. No, not happy.
Wow, he's
Well,
jumped ship.
What can you do, I suppose?
You know what? You're dead to me now, DJ. We've got
He's
our
the
own
enemy.
DJ. He's the
We've
enemy.
got a new one, yep.
When you're gone, you're gone. He's a star. Love you. Hey, Brenton, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Before I get started, I want to nominate my captain, Timmy G.
Hey, all right. Thanks, Brenton.
To actually follow what he had to follow, the legends of our club, he's done an incredible job. So well done, Timmy.
I was going to call you suckhole, but I can't disagree with that comment. Anyway, where you go?
Well, I am a suckhole, but it's true. Alex Carey, what has he done wrong?
Nothing.
He gets dropped after one game.
Yeah.
They've been English in. who's averaged 18 over the last 7 matches. Alex Carey's superior keeper, he's the Australian keeper. My memory serves me right, he captained either a T20 or one-day side.
Yes, he did.
Won one, lost one. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, Josh Inglis's last innings, Golden Globe, duck, quack, quack. He needs to tell his story. Well, I can't believe they were so keen to get him in.
And
Weren't
so
they?
keen to get Alex out.
Yeah, honestly. Thanks, Brenton. Great call, mate. Let's go to Unley. Hello, Steve. Got a captain, Steve? Okay, let's go to John at Colonel Light Gardens. 7-second delay. Steve, we'll come back to you with a PH. Hello, John.
How you going, fellas? My story is 1971, A4 Amateur League, second semi-final, Brighton High Old Scholars versus Ethelton at Walkerville Oval. We had won 19, lost 1 in the minor round. Ethelton lost 4. We'd beaten them by 3 and 4 points during the minor round. Half-time, we were getting absolutely murdered. 4 goals 2 to 7 goals 12. As we walked off the ground, we were abused by the Ethelton supporters about how weak-minded we were and how pathetic we were. And our captain coach, Alan Lamb, I think he played a few A-grade games of cricket for Glenelg. Anyway, he was only about 23 at the time. He's gone absolutely ballistic at half-time. He's kicked over a bucket of water with splashed people. He said, why in the hell do these port mobs always want to win more than us? We're better than them. We should be beating them. I expect us to get fired up in the second half and bloody overwhelm this mob. He's gone on and on and on. Anyway, so we had no option but to get fired up in the second half, and so we've come out in the third quarter, kicked 7-1 to 1 goal.
Wow.
And eventually won the game. Well, it was 15-6 to 9-14, so we kicked 11 goals to 2 in the second half. And we had a full forward by the name of Russell Parker, who did play about 5 state games of cricket, and he was the biggest run maker for Glenelg, but he was a very good footballer and a very accurate kick. And he kicked, and I didn't get a touch in the first half and kicked 7 goals in the second half. So it was a classical, Brighton, Glenelg versus the Port mob.
How good's that?
And we got fired up and beat them. So.
Well done. What a great memory.
Great
1971.
story. 1971.
That's a $50 Powers
Well
voucher
done,
right
Johnny.
there,
Well
Johnny.
Great story.
To recant that, back in 71, goal for goal.
And you can imagine
that
classic halftime speech.
It would have been
kicking over the bucket of water. I love it.
It would have been like a Neil Curley,
good
Killer
old school.
Grew.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hey, Bernie.
G'day, boys. Thanks for taking the call.
You're welcome.
This is a nod to the great man, Danny Perkins, ex-prospect, A-grade wicketkeeper. This back in the late 70s. He came out to the mighty Jets Cross Cricket Club as captain coach. And bear in mind, this is a cricket club that was playing in Division I Don't Care. And most of the batsmen went out to the crease with a racing form in their back pocket so they could go through it at non-strikers in. So he changed the culture of the club and took them to Division 1 and won 2 Division 1 premierships in a row. And I reckon it's always a sign of a great captain or coach when they leave a club in a better place than when they got there, which he did.
Well done.
Brilliant.
Great story,
Great call
Bernie.
there, Bernie. I love a couple of tips there, in Division, what was it? I Don't Care.
Yeah.
And the racing form on the back paper. I love that. That's brilliant.
2 minutes to 5. Just before we get to the news, Zardozi has won the VRC Oaks by a couple of lengths. So James Cummings, the trainer, has won now 3 Oaks in a row. So very handy indeed. Zardozi, the winner, if you've just caught up. It is 2 minutes to 5. Caroline Wilson after the news.
Rowey and Timmy G on the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Celebrity Cruises' award-winning Edge Series ships will have you ticking off up to 10 hotspots in one voyage, resting in accommodations designed to bring you right to the water's edge, dining in up to 32 distinct restaurants, bars and lounges, and flying over the sea on the magic carpet. The world's best ships sailing to the world's best places. More happens on The Edge. Visit celebrity.com.au or contact your travel advisor to book.
The T2D project is the biggest road project our state has ever undertaken. It will change the way South Australians live, move and connect. We're shaping the future of South Australia. Learn more at t2d.sa.gov.au. A message from the Government of South Australia.
When my dad showed signs of dementia, I was there to help him, but I soon discovered there wasn't much information to help me. So I started Dementia Directions to help others keep loved ones with dementia at home for longer. Our in-home service provides information, advice on next steps and advocacy throughout the process, so you're never alone. And our service can be paid for with home care package funds pending approval. Search Dementia Directions or call us for a chat on 7078 3777.
I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. Back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
The new Kia Seltos. That's what's poppin'. And yeah, it's got options. The new Kia Seltos. The word is out.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio, and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Clear tonight, sunny and 40 tomorrow. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
It was out of the classroom and onto city streets for public school teachers today. They marched to Parliament House to rally for increased pay and improved conditions. Almost 400 schools across the state were impacted by the strike. The Education Union's Andrew Gold sticking by his push for a better deal.
We've been the poor second cousin. Education, public education, has been the second cousin to budgets for the last decade, and it is enough. You simply cannot continue to ignore the needs and demands of workers and the needs of students in public education.
The state government says their door is open to resume talks. SAPOL is investigating a hazelnut heist. There have been a large number of grocery store thefts, with suspects targeting non-perishable items such as Nutella, Red Bull, cosmetics, dishwasher tablets and Manuka honey. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Well, there are calls for tougher penalties for road users deliberately flouting the rules and putting other lives at risk. 3 men have been arrested after separate high-speed incidents overnight. A Ford Mustang flipped onto its roof at Croydon Park. A motorcycle rider caught speeding on the freeway tested positive for meth. And a P-plater was busted for extreme speed in the western suburbs. Emergency Services Minister Joe Sockarch agrees it's frustrating.
The reality is if we could find a law to make idiots illegal, we would. And what is absolutely the case is that these people that have been apprehended overnight through the great work of SAPOL are facing very serious jail terms. They have been charged with very serious offences.
The driver whose car ploughed into a Dalesford pub in Victoria, killing 5 people, has been discharged from hospital. The 66-year-old was interviewed by police on Tuesday night. Detectives say it's a complex investigation that could take months to solve. No charges have been laid. Kmart has pulled a Christmas-themed ham bag from its shelves over the wording on the front. The calico bag says Merry Hammas. Jewish groups pointed out the close link with the Gaza-based Hamas group. Marketing expert Barry Urquhart says it's unfortunate wordplay.
Even the ham, H-A-M, now it's not even spelled out because the A is actually a Christmas tree. So symbolically, the red, white and green that's there has no implications of the Middle East, of Israel, of Gaza or Hamas at all.
The longest-running actor strike in Hollywood history is over, with the union striking a deal with studio giants. US correspondent Jonathan Kersley has more.
Actors walked off the job for 118 days. Now they are on the verge of going back. The union, SAG-AFTRA, declaring the strike is over. After almost 4 months, a deal has been struck with Disney, Netflix, Warner Brothers and Universal, worth more than 1.5 billion Australian dollars. The union says the agreement will see a jump in base salary for actors, a bonus for appearances in shows on streaming services, and there will be better protections against artificial intelligence. It also means production on television shows and films can resume. Industry experts say that is expected to happen very quickly, with content in high demand.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new Paradox Rift Pokemon trading cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
It's coming down to the wire in the SA Queensland Shield clash. The Bulls are 6 for 219, needing 54 runs to win. Aussie spinner Nathan Lyon believes Australia is poised to claim a record 6th One-Day Cricket World Cup. Despite host nation India being undefeated, Lyon says the Aussies are playing with confidence following Glenn Maxwell's incredible double century on Tuesday night.
That belief can take you to a lot of places in playing international cricket, so I'm extremely confident that it'll be an India-Australia final, and I believe Australia will lift the trophy.
Australia have already qualified for the semi-finals but finished their round-robin stage of the tournament against Bangladesh on Saturday. Will Hamill will be delisted by the Crows, but they've committed to reselecting him in the rookie draft for next season. And Hawthorn has delisted Chad Wingard and Cooper Stevens, but will redraft the pair as rookies. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Afternoon, Netley Carfied look out for Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. Really heavy delays at the moment. In the city, Wakefield's Ferry is closed in East Terrace in preparation for the Velo 500. So pretty sluggish around there at the moment. Also seeing some delays Crossroad and Unley Road. Tapley Hill Road started to get busy, and we are slow for works at Cavan at the moment. Port Wakefield Road near Galton Road. Got a camera? Addison Road at Pennington. The new McCrispy from Macca's is set to be their next big thing with 100% Aussie chicken, soft glazed bun, crunchy lettuce and new signature sauce only at Macca's. Available after 10:30am. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 16 tonight and clear, sunny and 40 tomorrow. Then Saturday partly cloudy 23 and 23 again on Sunday. Right now it's 30 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, see the daring raid by thieves at a suburban Adelaide shopping centre. The new weight loss drug that's 20% better than Ozempic. A popular Toyota vehicle the subject of a recall. Pet owners warned over a national vaccine shortage. And how to get your hands on the new Taylor Swift tickets about to go on sale. See the full story live on 9 News at 6pm and on 9 Now.
In tough times, it's the simple things that make a big difference. Like $17 schnitzel days at Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. We know the humble schnitty can't fix all our problems, but we do know it'll put a smile on your dial. $17 schnitties Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays at Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. Making the world a better place. One schnitty at a time. Gotta start somewhere. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
This is RB Day for Supercraft Bedding with Tales of Christmas. Christmas Eve. Could there be a more important night to get a good sleep? When unexpected rallies and ring-ins rock up to the family's Christmas resort, and I mean your place, are you bedding ready? Supercraft Bedding have a large range of spare beds from compactable bedding, foldaways and wall beds to spare room ensembles. It's a big, big day. We're all going to need a good night's rest. Supercraft Bedding, building better spare beds. 42 Richmond Road, Keswick.
Aldi's deliciously juicy Aussie raspberries are so sweet. No, sweeter. And they're on sale now at Aldi for a sweet price of $3.99 per 125 gram pack. I can't even. Aldi. Good. Different.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes after 5 on this Thursday. Coming up on the show this hour, Ari Schoenmaker, young draft prospect from Tassie, who's got our SA Footy Club's tongues wagging at the moment. We'll chat to him at 5:30. Anthony Kirion as well from the champion Adelaide Giants. Baseball season back at West Beach next weekend. And more of your calls as well, 8223 0000. We're talking best captains. Who was your favourite skipper in sport? And before we get to our next guest, it is all happening at the Gabba. It is a possibility.
You've done it, mate.
They're tightening up.
They've tightened. Oh, yeah.
This is unbelievable scenes.
Yes, it's old squeaky, you know what?
Squeaky bum time. So
Reverse
6 for
the
2,
curse.
2-1.
Yeah.
Queensland need 52 runs to win. And old Nathan
We got to get the
McAndrew
wickets.
We got to.
is
Mick-
bowling.
McSweeney got two.
McSweeney's got 2 for 1.
So he's a former Queenslander. He's bowling at his own old home ground. 2 for 1 in 2.5 overs. He's making it happen.
Come on.
4 wickets for 52 is what we need.
And all those unique homestyle foods texts that are calling them the dead backs, this back, that back, this back.
Just hold your
Just
gunpowder.
Hold.
Reverse the curse.
Hold.
For Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, great range with manufacturer's warranties. Harvey Norman Clearance Centre is at 919 Marion Road, Marion. It's welcoming Caroline Wilson.
Yes, each and every Thursday we love having Caroline on the show. Caroline, welcome. And are you at the Oaks Day today, or?
No, I gave it a miss this year. I had a picnic on the beach instead.
Oh, lovely. The weather's that good. We're getting a nice hot one tomorrow, so we'll pass that over to you for the weekend.
We always appreciate getting your weather. We also, I tell you what, we also appreciate Gather Round and the stories it generates.
Yes.
And I promised you last week I'd do a bit of work on the fixture.
Yes, you did.
But well, look, I have done a bit of work on the fixture. Everyone is very tight-lipped, and what's happening today, Tim and Stephen, is that the networks are slugging it out. Fox Footy and Channel 7 are going through the fixture and basically dividing and spoiling and making decisions about who's playing where. But I can tell you off the back of what you asked me last week, the Adelaide Crows have a significantly better commercial fixture next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
My best prediction is that in round 2, the Crows will host their first Friday night game at the Adelaide Oval, and that will be against a big Victorian club. I don't know who it is, and this is obviously got to be approved. This is what the AFL are telling me, but obviously it's dependent on what the networks decide over the next day or two. The clubs don't actually get to see the final fixture until next Monday. But the Crows will definitely get that. They've definitely got a lot of more Thursday night games. The slot they sort of made their own back in 2016, 17.
Yep.
And my understanding is that their first Friday night game will come in round 2. There won't be a showdown, certainly not in the first 6 rounds of the season.
Wow.
But so the first showdown will be later next year.
That's unusual.
Gather Round is the interesting one. Obviously, the AFL are working really closely not only with the broadcasters and the clubs, but also the South Australian government, who, given that they're paying a lot of money, imagine want to have a little bit of a say in what goes on in the fixture. Now, last year, I think was it the Crows who opened? The Crows opened
Thursday
Round on the Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I reckon the Crows might be, they'll definitely be either Thursday or Friday night, and it might even be Friday night, and it'll be whichever one the Crows don't get, I think Port Adelaide will get. So
they'll get
I think
Thursday, Friday, both Adelaide teams.
They have to.
Yeah, I think the feeling is, and I think we've talked about this, is that double headers are great, but probably no need to do that with the South Australian clubs. So I think there are people in South Australia and the AFL who would love the Crows to open Gather Round, but they're pretty happy with Port Adelaide opening it too, particularly if they can continue on their great home and away form next year from what happened this year, and then the other team will play the following night. Both Carlton and Collingwood will. I think Carlton plays, as you said, on the Thursday night. Both Carlton and Collingwood will play in big fixtures at the Adelaide Oval over the weekend of Gather Round, and I think you might even see Richmond playing at Norwood. I think, and I think they're talking about the Brisbane Lions going to Mount Barker. Remember, I spoke to you a few weeks ago about the fact that there was some big plans for 2025. I think that, I think the government and the AFL and South Australian tourism have pushed and pushed and pushed to get something big happening in the Barossa next year. But the AFL's demand in terms of infrastructure, surface quality, just everything surrounding a game in the Barossa. There was just no way it was going to be ready in time for 2024, which is
I can back that up. I can back that up.
disappointment.
I was speaking to somebody in the Barossa just last Friday, and they said it will be 25.
So Tanunda is still one of the main venues that the government and the AFL is looking at. They've been there a lot in the past few weeks and months. I think there were people in South Australia who felt they could have done it, but in the end, the AFL had such strict requirements, and that they're not going to have a game there where the infrastructure and the ground and the crowd capacity isn't the best it can possibly be. I reckon it'll be more than one game too, Tim. I think you might even see two. Great. And a massive day showcasing everything that is brilliant about South Australian wine and the South Australian countryside in the Barossa Valley. But next year, the other big debate going on at the moment within the people of South Australia is where the big launch is going to be held. It won't be at McGill Estate, where it was done so beautifully this year. There was talk of the governor's residence. I think that, as beautiful as it is, I think everyone, the people who are organising this, want it to be a uniquely Adelaide, uniquely South Australian venue. So it could be where the festival centre, could be at the gallery. I'm not quite sure. That still hasn't been decided. And I think you'll find the fixtures at Norwood are going to be bigger and much better. The parade and the way it's all set up, it's going to be a massive showcase for South Australian food and wine, much more than it was this year. And they're going to turn that into a massive tourism event. Yeah, so I think it's going to be fabulous. People keep saying, do you think they'll turn up in such big numbers next year? I think more people will come.
We've already had that.
So good.
We had some people say they came from Sydney, they've gone back and told everybody, you got to go next year. So it sounds like it's really going to gather some momentum.
So Crows chairman John Olsen said on the back of the Keys non-goal that he was going to get his big hairy chest out and get a better fixture, and that was going to be the compensation. Looks like he's done well. So please tell me this, do you think the Crows will go to Ballarat? Because that's the big one for me. If they go to Ballarat, well, get Nick. You've done nothing.
There won't be a game in Ballarat.
Hope not. Have you heard anything on that front?
There will be a game in Ballarat. I can't confirm or deny that, but I do know that there will be significantly less, on the road, off Broadway for the Crows, and I think Ballarat was a big one for them too. And I understand that they probably won't get Ballarat next year, but I can't absolutely confirm that, Stephen. But they will get more. Well, they've definitely got that big first one on the Friday night in round 2. I sort of wish it was against Sydney, don't you?
Yeah, probably. That would be good.
Only because of what happened last time, but bit of a rematch. But it won't be. It'll be against one of the big Victorian clubs. Okay. And I think that, Port Adelaide, obviously, they always ask for the big fixture over the Anzac round. They have their own sort of set of requests. But I think that both clubs, and certainly the Crows, both clubs will be happy with their gather round fixture. But the Crows, I think, have fought and leveraged what happened against Sydney, and I think they're going to come up trumps. And I think it's probably helped that they've played some pretty good footy last year, even though they didn't quite get there in the end. But I think the fixture is going to be fascinating. I mean, obviously there's more games. There's the round 0, as we've talked about on this show many times, which is 4 games before the rest of the season even starts. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be complicated. By the end of April, we'll all need to take a breath.
Yeah, and start again. But
God, how good.
You know that with the games like Ballarat, Alice Springs, those sort of things, I suppose it's just a matter of if you share that around the competition, share it around the clubs, it doesn't always have to be the same people. That's probably where Adelaide and Port Adelaide in the past have sort of said, look, you sort of need to share this around, not just pick on the same clubs.
And I think the AFL have adopted that attitude too with gather round, Tim. So it's probably, given that for Carlton, it might be an away game or it's a home game that they're playing against the South Australian team, I don't think the same teams are going to play, what it was the Bulldogs and Carlton last year playing the two South Australian clubs. I think they're going to share that around as well, which will be interesting.
So next Thursday was the date you sort of mooted as it falling. Is that still on track so we can talk to you perhaps next Thursday about it?
Oh, I'm certain we will know the fixture by next Thursday.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I think it might even be earlier, Tim. I mean, given that the clubs are going to get their pretty much draft by Sunday, Monday,
Great.
I think that, at the very latest it should be Thursday. I mean, I know it's a difficult fixture with Gather Round and obviously the new round in earlier March, but honestly, people have got to start making plans.
They do.
That's it.
It's
all about the travel.
Now, Caro, did you watch Glenn Maxwell's 201? Did you think it was special? Where do you like your cricket, or are you just footy like me?
Oh no, I'm mainly footy. I used to cover cricket, obviously, as a young journo, because covered everything. It was extraordinary,
wasn't it?
It was just extraordinary. I mean, a single-handed saving of a contest. No, it was absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
and, given what happened in the lead-up, it's just an extraordinary story.
Yeah, you've never read Shotgun on the back of a golf buggy, have you, Caro? That's not your...
But people well known to me have. And funny things happen.
We all have. Now, come on. Hey, one last one. We're pushing this because we adore Erin Phillips. She retired a great... and honestly...
I knew you were going to ask me this. I knew you were going to ask me. Should the medal be named after her?
Yes.
Or anything.
Look, well, I think Erin will be honoured in some way.
Yep.
And I didn't really buy the response yesterday from Nicole Livingston when she talked about Daisy Pearce also having retired. And it's true that Daisy is an icon of the game. And Daisy, came up through the ranks really too, like Erin, and stuck with Aussie rules football, whereas Erin obviously excelled in another sport internationally. I think that there's some big discussions going on at the moment, and I just wish they'd give this medal a name.
Yeah, they
I think
have
the W is just lame.
Yeah.
It's just lame. I don't like it, and I know there's a lot of arguments about what it should be. I don't have a huge sway either. I think it's going to be tough for them to make a call between Erin and Daisy, I've got to say. I understand that Erin has won more medals, has won the medal twice, that she's been the best on the ground she's played in, 2 premierships?
Yep.
Three.
Yeah.
Two best on ground.
2 BOGs, yeah.
So there's no argument there, wouldn't have thought, on the back of that record?
I would have.
No. Listen, you know what? I think she's one of the most fabulous ambassadors.
She is.
AFL, the whole game has, let alone AFLW. I hope she ends up coaching. I hope she ends up, I think she's going to continue to play a big role in our game. I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. I just want them to make a decision either way. And I thought the way Nicole talked about legacy and, sort of players who've come, the pioneers, I don't know. I thought it was a bit cliched. I'd like to hear a bit more on that one.
Okay. Hey, Caro, as always, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Stephen, and Tim. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Caroline. See you next Thursday.
We love our chats with Caro on a Thursday. Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, from cooking appliances to washing machines, dishwashers, TVs and more. There's new stock. It arrives weekly. It's all got manufacturer's warranties. Nick and his team, Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, 919 Marion Road, Marion. Now, as we go to the break at 23 minutes past 5, Caro mentioned that the launch of Gather Round last year was at McGill Estates.
Yep. Yeah.
Real hoity-toity, toffee up the...
I would imagine that's for the rich and famous, not for us.
Well, it was, and it's not really for the common man. No. And I get that, and it's probably more Gill's thing.
Yep, understand.
Don't knock McGill Estate.
No,
we took Caro there, it was magnificent. So lines available, 8223 0000. Caro said it could be at Government House. What's an iconic Adelaide venue the AFL can launch Gather Round?
Pie cart.
Well, there you go. Do we still have Magic Mountain?
Want to do it properly? You want to do it footy-wise? Pie cart.
Do we still have Magic Mountain?
No, we have the beach house.
We've got some of the best wineries with the best restaurants, no question. But what's an iconic Adelaide venue that we could launch Gather Round for the common man? Now, I've got a standout nomination.
All right.
And I'd love to hear yours.
Better than mine?
830000. I think we go to King's Reserve. Under the canopy of the 10-7 Gums. That's if they're still there.
He's unreal.
Let's go to King's Reserve, because there's never been more than 5 people on it at any one time.
Took a few snags on the barbie
Imagine if we just all had a big launch
like
for
bear
Gather
with a honey
Round
pot. He won't let go, will he?
on King's Reserve.
Oh, my
God, we could hug those little 7 gums and look up at them.
Put a hammock in between.
Put a hammock. What we couldn't do with 10 trees at an AFL Gather Round launch, I have no idea.
All right. Your calls and texts are welcome very shortly. 8223 0000. 24 after 5. Let's check your roads. Find your dream home at Rossdale Homes Display. Villages, location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
Afternoon, our Dalek to Breakdown, Fullerton Road at Greenhill Road. Netley, car fire, Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. And delays with the crash at Rosewater, Grand Junction Road near Grey Terrace. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed near East Terrace in preparation for the Velo 500. Look out for cameras, Addison Road, Pennington and Batunga Road at Meadows. The Hyundai Tucson N-Line taken to the next level. Book a test drive at your local Hyundai dealer to experience dynamic styling and cutting-edge tech. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. At 5AA, we're passionate about promoting our local food industry. So join us for the 5AA Festival of Food. Our own resident foodie, David Pemberthy, will take us on a mouth-watering journey through some of our finest local dining spots, while interviewing some of our state's great and unique food producers, including the likes of the Earl of Leicester Hotel, serving the best pub food in Adelaide. Keep listening for our 5AA Festival of Food. Thanks to $13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Budgets are tight and Christmas is around the corner, but there's a great solution. See Maximise your budget with the money you make from CMAX. Just head to CMAX to find out more about taking part in clinical trials. If you're eligible, you'll stay at the CMAX facility, get free meals, and get paid for your time. There are new studies all the time, potentially making a difference to thousands of lives. Check out cmax.com.au to register interest today. That's cmax.com.au.
The Audi Open House Sale event is on now. Receive complimentary registration, stamp duty and CTP, plus 5 years scheduled servicing across select models. Ends November 30, T's and C's apply.
Now, Rowey, it's fair to say that you've overstepped the line once or twice.
No.
Yeah.
Timmy. Well, there's crossing the line and then there's having a fair crack like with a steamroller. I might have done that
you
a few
may
times.
have, but look, you
Yeah,
need
right.
boundaries and not just a fence, but I'm talking about a cast stone fence. These are outstanding cast stone. They're an SA company with a bold reputation for premium quality fences designed to enhance your beautiful home.
And they more than enhance it. They make it. They finish it. Walk down any of Adelaide's best postcodes and streets and you'll see their work. Everything from heritage fencing to smart contemporary designs. Honestly, it makes your house.
They are brilliant. And if you're not sure about your options, book in for a consultation and let Carstone inspire you.
And they'll go to this address, that's ours. Go to that one, that's ours. Have a look at this. I like that.
I
when
live
you can
around
do
the
that.
corner from it.
There you go. Remember, you have finished it until you fenced it. Well, you haven't, have you?
No.
So view the gallery at carstone.com.au. I'll do that again, one word, carstone.com.au, and arrange a consultation.
Breaking news at Beaumont's. Australia's newest range of hard flooring has arrived. Luxury vinyl, heavenly hybrid, stunning laminate and engineered timber. And right now, buy 5 square metres and get the next one free. For all your flooring needs, you'll be happy you chose Beaumont's.
Hi, it's Peter and Justin Berkowitz from Berkowitz Furniture. Justin, I'm announcing our exceptional sale. What's exceptional about it? Customers save up to 25% on exceptional Norwegian brands like Stressless and IMG, and Australian brands which they can customise to their own exceptional taste. They'll save up to 25% across the store.
Is there anything that's not on sale?
Nope, no exceptions.
That's exceptional.
For a few days only at Berkowitz.
The Furniture Family.
Mile End Homemaker Centre.
I was just doing my job. I didn't think I'd get injured.
The doctor said it was a routine procedure? Right.
The car came out of nowhere and it smashed right into us.
At DBH Lawyers, we're here to listen to your story. Our team of local South Australian lawyers will help you navigate the law and find the best way forward. We're with you. We're for you. We're DBH Lawyers. dbh.com.au.
Business notifications out of hand? Thrive Command Centre keeps your customer emails, texts and social messages all in one place, so you never miss a message. Get it free today at thrive, thriv.com.au. T's and C's apply. Free plans have limited functionality.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
28 after 5, draft prospect in a couple weeks' time. Ari Schoenmaker to join us after 5:30, and we welcome your calls, 8223 0000.
Yeah, a couple of unique homestyle foods texts, just suggestions coming in. One from Tim, Olympic Industries.
Oh, great company.
Still a great shed.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Timmy boy.
He's just reckons, why don't we have it at the Colonel Light statue and then just wander on down the hill into Adelaide Oval?
Nice.
Actually, that'd
be all right.
That is very good.
Yeah, better than the pie cut or King's Reserve, as you
King's,
mentioned.
Mate, King's Reserve. Hello, Scotty at Findon.
G'day, guys. I reckon we should have it launched at the front bar at the Ramsgate and have it hosted by Rashido and Josh Tarr.
That works.
Oh, now that works.
That works.
That's iconic.
Yeah, that's iconic.
And you can
Great
walk them
pub.
through the whole scenario. I've done that with both those lads,
works.
and it's a great story. So, yeah, that's a
That
good one.
works.
Well done, Scotty.
What are those dolls you poke?
Voodoo doll.
Oh, we need a voodoo doll now, and we need it for Uzi Khawaja.
Oh,
He's
what are
17.
we at?
Queensland need 35 runs. They're 6 for 238. And Uzi, once he's in, he's in. He's 96 off 202.
Nervous 90s? Maybe get him out.
I don't
Hope
think
so.
he gets nervous, Uzi.
Doesn't look it, does it?
Oh, he's a very calm character. Happy to go very slow. He's 96 off 202.
So we need 4 wickets.
Yeah.
Come on, give it another squirt. Just
So
see
we've
if
got to
it
go as
works.
hard as we can.
They can't lose from here.
No
Queensland
way.
cannot lose from here. Keep saying it.
Redbacks
Home
cannot.
deck.
No, how about this reverse? Redbacks cannot win from here.
That's even better.
No,
I
that's
like
better.
that.
Both. They cannot. There is no
No way.
way they can get 4 more wickets. No way in
No way.
God's name.
Of course, you got to believe it. 5:30. Ari Schoenmaker after the headlines.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. Optus is offering eligible customers 200 gigabytes of extra data after yesterday's outage, but business groups are demanding financial compensation. The Education Union isn't ruling out further strike action if a deal can't be done on their push for better pay and working conditions. A new 6-part TV series called Ladies in Black will be made in South Australia. And in sports, Zardozi has delivered horse trainer James Cummings his second VRC Oaks at Flemington. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Adelaide's look out for a breakdown Fullerton Road at Greenhill Road. Netley car fire there, Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. And delays with the crash at Rosewater on Grain Junction Road near Great Terrace. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed near East Terrace in preparation for the FIVEAA 500. So a bit sluggish through there. Look out for cameras on the drive home. Crittenden Road, Findon, and Nairn Road at Woodside. Freedom's blackout sale is on. Elevate your entertaining with up to 25% off selected sofas, living and dining furniture. Sale on now, only at Freedom. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA weather, clear tonight down to 16, sunny and hot tomorrow and a top of 40. Right now it is 31. We'll have more news at 6 and as it happens on 5AA.
The 2023 AFLW finals are here, and 5AA is the only station that has it covered.
Kick on goal!
He's done it.
After taking out the minor premiership, the Adelaide Crows will be pushing for an incredible 4th premiership trophy.
The gutsiest football you'll see this team play.
Catch all the action of the AFLW finals as we get behind our inspirational Adelaide Crows.
5AA is your home for AFLW football.
No way!
Only on Adelaide's 5AA.
If you've been holding off on a new roof, get in touch with Focus Home Improvements. We use SA's finest tradespeople, which just happens to be our tradespeople. We only use Australian quality materials, and believe me, you'll appreciate it years from now. Plus, as a bonus, we'll throw in up to 40 metres of free gutter guard. Up to 40 metres. New roof? Now's the time. Organise a free quote. Visit focushomeimprovements.com.au.
Ready for immediate delivery on your new Triton? Ready for a 10-year warranty and 10-year capped price servicing? Then you're ready for the new level of service from Agostino Mitsubishi. There's no mucking around, no waiting around. They've got plenty of stock available right now, so you can get behind the wheel of a new Triton and start getting those new car jealous looks straight away. See Agostino Mitsubishi, 2 locations, Nailsworth and Elizabeth. Exclusions and conditions including Mitsubishi servicing apply.
Hi, Tim Ginniver here. You might know a bit about me, but let's talk about something you've probably never heard of, childhood dementia. Over 120 families are living with this condition in SA, and it takes almost as many young lives as cancer. As of today, there's no treatment and no cure. The Little Heroes Foundation wants to change that and now raises money for childhood dementia to increase awareness, support the families and to look for a cure. But they need your support. To make a donation, search Little Heroes Foundation and let's do it for dementia.
When you've been around for over a century, you know a thing or two. And Business SA and Ray White have almost 300 years between them. So when an alliance is formed between Business SA and Ray White Business Sales SA, they're bringing all their experience to your business, making sure it's in top shape, whether you're buying, selling, or somewhere in between. So go on, touch base with the experts. Search Ray White Business Sales SA. Proudly partnered with Business SA.
If it pops, or if it twists, you'll find it at FIVEAA. If it comes in a can, or is best in a glass, you'll find it at FIVEAA. If you serve it on the rocks, or with a paper umbrella. In fact, whether it's wine, beer or spirits, whatever you fancy, you'll find it at FIVEAA. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor stores.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Cue more of those thunderclouds, fellas. It's working. 7 for 245 Queensland. They need 28 to win. Our Redbacks, they're doing every little bit they can.
You can do it.
McAndrew's got 3 wickets. Kawaja's still at the crease on 97 not out. It's going to go down to the wire at the Gabba. 8223 is our number. You can call in. Lines are open.
Looking forward to this chat, Timmy, because I identified this one as a need for my club, or any club for that matter, probably all 18. Ari Schoonemaker is a Tassie Devil, has been touted as the best kick in this draft pool. A left foot a la Stuart Dew weapon.
Oh,
Stewie.
yeah, that is a big rap.
Ari, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Good, man. Now, have you got a left foot? Is it your weapon? Is it your one wood? And can you kick 70 metres?
Yeah, I think definitely my one wood is my left peg. I don't know if I can quite kick it 70. I reckon around 60, but yeah, 70 is probably pushing it.
So wing, halfback, midfield, or all of the above?
Halfback and wing. Halfback and wing.
Okay. Tell us about the year you had, Ari.
Yeah, so I started off the year in the TSL, which is the Tasmanian State League, playing seniors for Lonnie.
Yep.
Played as a third tall for Lonnie, and then got back into the Devils program around week 8, and then started off with the Coach League boys. And progressed there nicely, played a game, and then moved my way into the Allies, where I played 2 games with the Allies. We won a championship there, and then also went deep into the finals with the Devils as well.
Well done.
Yeah, that would have been an exciting call-up, mate. A friend of mine's very good friends with Spike, Mark McVeigh, who was coaching that team, and it seems like he was the man who backed you in to play wing.
Yeah, he was. I remember the phone call. He gave me a buzz and said that he was interested in kind of playing me as a wing, as the Allies boys had a really strong back six.
Yeah.
And he wanted to use my leg going forward of centre rather than coming out of defence. So, yeah, it worked out quite nicely.
And you kicked a couple of nice ones yourself, as well as delivering into what was a pretty potent forward line that you had with the Allies.
Yeah, I kicked the hardest goals I've probably ever kicked. I missed 3 other easy ones, including one out of the goal square, so that was good. But kicking to players like Jed Walter and Charlie McCormack, it was pretty nice.
What else do you add to your game, Ari?
I think I've got the ability to run and create. Good decision maker. I can also set the ball and read the play as well. So yeah.
Good runner?
Yeah, I've improved that a fair bit. Ran a good 2K at the combine, which was good. So yeah, making sure I can get that better and better. But yeah, quite a good runner.
How many clubs have you spoken to?
I've spoken to 13. Spoke to 13 at the combine. So yeah.
Wow. Did you go well at the combine?
I went all right. My 2K was good. And then I got a little bit sick on the Saturday night and then had testing on Sunday. So I didn't test as well as I would have liked to.
Okay.
But yeah, still enjoyed it.
You might be just foxing, Ari.
Yeah.
Hey? Well, the Devils are coming in a couple of years' time. Well, what's it, 2026 or 7?
28, they like to have a side in the AFL.
God, that'd be a dream of yours, wouldn't it?
It would be. I think it's really exciting. So, yeah, to play for them would be pretty cool.
The Crows spoken to you?
Yeah, I've spoken to the Crows. So, yeah, I've got a couple of meetings with them coming up. So,
Ho. Hey? Because their recruiter loves Tassie boys. Loves them, Ari. Loves them.
yeah, I've got a fair few mates that play in the Sample at the moment that are
good.
from Tassie.
Who are they?
You got Jackson Callow, Ollie Sanders is over there.
Yeah.
A couple others, all those Norwood
Good
boys.
on you.
Yeah,
Good
all,
on you.
All good Redlegs.
They are Redlegs, that's what I
like
know.
your good self, Rowey there. Brilliant. Hey, if a side was to interview you, Ari, and then say, are you just going to stay with us until Tasmania comes? How do you answer that question?
The way I answer that is I'm super keen to move away and kind of start a new chapter, I guess, and I'm really excited for what that has to come. And I think if a team's going to invest in me, then I'd like to, kind of repay that. And say I do go to Adelaide or wherever I go, I like to stay there and see how it goes there. And with Tassie coming in, even though it's quite exciting, I'd like to be where I was when I got drafted. So, yeah.
And who did you follow growing up? Have you got a team that you like?
Yeah, I've always been a Blues supporter, so, yeah.
The good old Navy Blues,
Poor old you, Ari.
If you play against them, he won't care
Have you
anymore.
seen them? Have you seen them win a game or a grand final?
Just got the prelim.
Well, yeah, it's true.
No, well, we went pretty deep in the finals, but I've had a lot of years of
I know.
yeah,
Agony.
a lot of hard times.
Are you any relation to Harry?
No relation there.
Okay. What about Michael?
I think that's spelt differently.
Who's that one?
Yeah, it's
The F1.
Shoemaker, that is.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How do you say your surname again?
Schoenmaker.
That'd be German, wouldn't it?
It's Dutch.
Dutch.
God,
there you
I'm
go.
not from 4, Ari.
Yeah.
I think there's actually a way they pronounce it in Holland that's a bit different to the way we pronounce it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on there.
Okay.
Fair
But I
enough.
tell you what, you're a good-sized lad, 194 centimetres. So where do you think in the AFL system you'd like to play your best footy or settle down in?
Yeah, well, I think I've obviously got the size and the height to play key as a key defender, but my game style isn't really suited for a key. So
Okay.
I think a third tall, and possibly if I could build my tank up, looking to play on the wing, would be something. But yeah, definitely settle down to a third tall defender, reading the play and creating off half back.
Ari, exciting time, mate. It'll be here before we know it. I'm sure your name will be read out well before 20. Crows at 10, 14 and 20. I'd love to see him use one of them on you, but wherever you land, you're going to be a gun. You sound like a great lad. Well done from the season that you've had, from where you started. You're a gun, and good luck on the 20th.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Ari Schoenmaker. Shoemaker. Sean, what is it? Will you pronounce it?
Ari Schoenmaker.
That's not how he said it. I've just spat in his face. Sorry, Ari. See you, mate.
See ya. Have a good one, boys.
See you, buddy.
Oh, my goodness. It's chaos
sorry.
here.
Oh, dear.
The draft is, of course,
Sorry.
on the 20th of November. In a couple Mondays' time, it's across
9
to
for
9 for
250.
Queensland. Yes.
9 for.
It's happening.
Queensland need 23.
What's the put the
South
darts,
Australia.
Chelsea,
darts
hang
one
on, don't not until
No.
we win. Not until you
No,
win.
there's no way
No.
the Redbacks
don't
can
do
win
that
from
yet,
here.
don't do
No way.
that yet. There's no way they
Come
can get
on.
one more wicket
This is unbelievable.
No way.
before Queensland get 24 runs.
No.
No way they
No.
could possibly.
How is this happening?
Can we set it up? 5 declared, 3, 5, 9. Redbacks, they're back.
Yep.
Rolled balls for 238. Yep, 100 odd in front. Then we get rolled for 151, and then out come the dead back calls and all that sort of stuff. They were 2 for plenty. Uzi was flying. I think Burns was flying. They are 9 for 250. 23 runs to get. I tell you, we cannot possibly steal this from the jaws of defeat. We couldn't.
Let's just pray.
Yep. Let's get to your traffic.
Whatever denomination you are.
We'll check the score in a couple of minutes' time after the traffic. Find a dream home at Rossdale Homes Display Villages. Location and times at rossdalehomes.com.au.
Dunlade's got a breakdown to look out for. Fullerton Road to Greenhill Road. Netley, car FIVEAA, Marion Road near Harvey Avenue. While in the city, Wakefield Street is closed and East Terrace in preparation for the FIVEAA 500. Got delays of the crash at Rosewood at the moment. Green Junction Road near Grey Terrace. And a few cameras. You'll find them Junction Road, Balhanna, and the Port of Expressway at Gilman. More great specials at Foodland. 125-gram punnets of Australian jumbo blueberries, $2.95 each. Ends November 14 at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
IKEA is here to help turn your dream home into your real home. Discover new lower prices on over 1,000 of our favourite items, from beds to sofas and everything in between, like sofa beds. Make it happen today with IKEA.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's blocking up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on, or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. For fixed price services, call Precise.
For a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
Energy providers are still emptying your wallet, but the good news is that now it's cheaper to generate your own electricity using solar and batteries. NRG Solar's expertise can guide you to owning your energy sooner. As a trusted retailer, they provide you with top-tier solar battery technology, complete with a 10-year warranty, blackout protection, and user-friendly apps for ultimate control. Fight back with NRG Solar and take charge of your electricity. Visit nrgsolar.com.au today.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. For over 50 years, we, the Lynn Andrews team, have specialised in commercial and residential property management. But above all, we specialise in people, helping to make life easier for investors and tenants. Everyone is treated with empathy and respect. It's the way we do business. It's the Lynn Andrews way. For residential and commercial property management, we're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
In tough times, it's the simple things that make a big difference. Like $17 schnitzel days at Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. We know the humble schnitty can't fix all our problems, but we do know it'll put a smile on your dial. $17 schnitties Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays at Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. Making the world a better place. One schnitty at a time. Got to start somewhere. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Dreaming of a new car? Now's the time to make it happen at Solitaire Volkswagen. With unbeatable deals on new and demonstrator vehicles in stock now and ready to drive away. Visit Solitaire Volkswagen, Hawthorne and Medindi today. DL 65541.
How would you feel if you had a home loan that could unlock that extra value in your home and pay it back when you're ready? Midkey is changing the home loans market in Australia with a no monthly payments loan. It's a new approach for homeowners looking for more freedom and relief in their busy midlife. Get what you want. Invest in a great opportunity, pay the school fees, or simply reduce your monthly mortgage payments. Become a Midkey unlocker today. Visit midkey.com.au. T's and C's apply.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
13 to 6, Anthony Curion from the Adelaide Giants to join us very, very soon. More of your calls, 8223 0000. The Redbacks at the Gabba. This is thrilling stuff.
Oh.
It's not Queensland chasing 273 for a target. They're 252, but 9 down. Kawaj has just made his 100. And he's trying his best to hold the strike. And he's just hit a 4 as well. So it's down to, what's that, about 19
17.
to win. 17 to win now.
17 to win, 62
We've got to get
balls.
Swepson on strike.
Got to get him on strike, yep.
And we win this, we've got to cross straight to the Gabba.
Got to. Get dizzy on straight away.
We've got to get straight there. This will be the greatest victory in the history. No, shut up, Stephen.
The Shield final was pretty good.
Hello,
in
Kay.
95.
Get us out of it. Hello, Kay from Northfield.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Yeah, we're
If
great.
Daisy Pearce gets recognition in front of Evan Phillip, I will spew. Now, I don't want you to say anything, Rowe, because I know you've been, but that is bullshit.
Nah, Kay.
Kay.
I'm with you.
Can I ask you guys, what has Daisy Pearce done?
No,
Before?
I'm with you. I've watched a fair bit of AFLW, and maybe before AFLW was invented, maybe she was a good player, but I purposely watched her because she gets quite a bit of airtime and gets roles in the media.
That's all she gets.
And
She's a bloody pain in the arse when she's on there.
couldn't see her Kay
love
get a
you,
kick.
Kay.
Couldn't see her get a kick. But Erin, on the other hand, makes her debut at 31 and just cleaned up everything. So
Yeah,
look, there's
well, I can't even
no
stand-
comparison. No comparison.
I
for
can't
mine.
even stand Daisy Pearce on the football. She's an absolute pain in the neck.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, sorry if I'm upsetting
Kay,
you,
stay on the
but
line.
No,
I've
Kay,
got
good on you.
myself in enough trouble with Pot and her, and I'm going to have some class now because we still got to have people that want to come on air.
Well, it's about look
It's
at the
another
record.
person that's banned us. But this will say it all. Kay, I'm going to give you a $50 Barreau Hotel Group voucher because I couldn't agree with you anymore. Well done. Stay on the line and we'll flick it your way.
Yeah.
Actually, we had good feedback
What
on
a
the
great call.
Unique Homestyle Food text about the Barreau Hotel voucher. Said they went down to the Lighthouse and had
great
terrific
pub.
meal
Great
and
pub.
great service, and said they loved the both Tim and Kim who looked after them. So there you go.
Apparently we don't have any Barreau Hotel
We've
Group
got Pals
vouchers.
vouchers.
Well, let's
If you want to go to
Pals.
36s, you could go to
Let's do it
36s.
36s.
Kay might love to go to
Kay, we'll send you
36s.
wherever the hell you want to go to. Hey, can we do this 9 for 256, 17 runs to win Queensland? We just need the one wicket. Quick, can you feel it? Because, you know,
yes, we've got to have another
the reverse curse.
Queensland, they'll get up.
Now,
No
how's
worries.
this? In 2023, we delivered more thrillers than in the history of the game. 57 games of the 23 season were decided by 10 points or less. And if you look at Collingwood,
That's good.
their
record.
first final against Melbourne, 7 points they won. The GWS prelim, they won by 1 point. Lions won the grand final, and they won by 4 points.
Correct.
That is unbelievable. So 8 times they won, and 1 time they lost, which is a record, decided by 10 points. They're the masters of close games, Tim, is what
they
I'm
are.
trying to get at.
They are.
So let's look at Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide had 7 games this year decided by 10 points.
Yep, or less.
What's their record?
6-1.
Okay. Crows, on the other hand, they had 6 games decided by less than 10 points. What was their record?
1-5.
1-5. So close games is what I reckon the AFL would want as the panacea. If you watch the NBA and soccer, it's thrilling because it's tight. You don't know what the result is.
Yep.
NBL and NBA is a bit the same. You wait to the last 2 minutes of the quarter and you know who the winner is. But you want close games. You want TSW, time spent viewing.
Mm-hmm.
That's V, sorry.
Yeah. Maybe TSW.
Ours is
Watching.
Watching. That's
There
it.
we go, W.
Viewing,
Well
watching.
done.
Okay, well, it was actually because we have time spent listening.
That's right.
TV, you want eyeballs on TV, time spent viewing. So that's exactly
The
what
AFL be over the
wants.
moon with this result.
They would
Absolutely over the moon. But it does,
57 games decided by 10 points or less.
it's quite amazing. It sort of says about the maturity of your side in those situations. And Carlton would be very happy because they ended up with a 6-1 record, which
And a draw.
which sort of says to Carlton fans that you've started to mature and been able to win those close ones, which you probably let go in the past. So they'd be happy with that record. And
Is there an art of winning close games? Because your era, you guys were just the masters of it.
Yeah, it's...
Is it belief? Is it coaching?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
structure?
belief. I always believe it's that belief factor. And if
Or
you've
want.
got that, you've got the want and desire, and a lot of people do. But
But
it's
how
that-
could your want be any greater than mine?
I just reckon I used to look at opposition and go, I can see in their eyes that they don't. They want to hold it. They don't want to win it.
Okay.
Whereas
you're trained with Jack.
We're taking it on.
You're taking it
We're
on.
taking it on. We're going to
Jack,
keep coming until we win.
Wish
Yeah.
I had Jack. Hey, how's this? I love him. How's this? 7 minutes to 6. It's just I'm just spitballing until we see the 10th wicket fall, 14 runs, Queensland. We'll keep our eye on that.
14 runs.
If in the 2024 season, Crows and Port reverse that.
Yeah.
So in other words, the Crows 1-1, but lost 5. We know the games. They lost to Collingwood twice, Melbourne once by less than a kick. So that's 5 wins, 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
And Port reversed theirs. So it's 1 win and 6 losses.
Oh, that hurts.
This year the Crows were 11 wins and 12. Port was 17 and 6. If we could just reverse that, Crows. So in other words, an umpire doesn't call a point when it's a goal and you beat Sydney. Even if that, you know what it ends up? Crows 16 wins, Port 11.
12 they would have got.
All right, 12.
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
It's an interesting theory.
No, but it is. But
Yeah.
but that's how close. I'm just trying to paint a picture on this year.
Also, the
Port top 4, Crows and make the 8.
That's right. But that's how close it is. It doesn't
closer
matter.
than that.
And that's why people can launch themselves from outside of the 8 into a top 4 position, and they have done that because they're not that far away. Well, Collingwood did even better than that. They went from 7-8 to top 4.
Well, if Crows had reversed that this year, they'd have had 16 wins. I mean, think about that. I mean, honestly, just think about that. As Queensland need 10 runs, we need 1 wicket.
10 runs.
So Uzi Khawaja had McAndrew bowling to him just the end of last over. Got hit on the pad, probably about halfway up. Looked really adjacent.
It was plumb.
Umpire gave it not out.
No.
Why?
McAndrew and every
Cheeks.
Redbacks player on the ground slapping their fists on the ground
You
just
are
in frustration.
kidding me.
He's since made a handful more runs.
So there's no review.
No reviews in Shield cricket.
Oh, this is tragic.
He's guarding Swepson at the other end. He's only faced 1 ball. Khawaja's hit the rack in the last 10.
So he stands between us and the victory.
He is making this happen, Uzi.
Uzi, P155 off, mate.
Oh, Willie, what?
10 runs to win. 263 for 9.
God.
This is tense stuff.
Do you know what? Win,
Keep the
lose
faith.
or draw,
Keep
this
the
has
faith.
been outstanding by the Redbacks because at the start of the day we called them deadbacks. Get Nick, you'll break our heart. Cornsey, ring up.
There's 2 balls left in this Buckingham over, and he's got Swepson on strike, so we'll see how this plays out over the next little while. Anthony Kirion to join us very shortly from the Adelaide Giants, but just before we do go to the news,
Come on.
Caro brought us some really good intel
did she?
in the last hour. If you missed tuning in, she talked about a bunch of the fixtures that were expected. This one was about what the Port and Crows are expected for gather round.
This year, I reckon the Crows might be, well, they'll definitely be either Thursday or Friday night. Right. And it might even be Friday night. Whichever one the Crows don't get, I think Port Adelaide will get. I think the feeling is, and you've already, I think we've talked about this, is that double headers are great, but probably no need to do that with the South Australian clubs.
She also thinks the first showdown of the year will be later on in the year. Usually it's in round 3.
It's
Three,
around
four.
that. It's always in the first 4 rounds. Now we're talking maybe round 8, 9.
Yep, don't mind that.
It's different.
I just had a look at that delivery. Uzi Khawaja was dead set, motherless plump.
So
it would have knocked the middle
cheating
wicket. It would. I'm not saying that. His castle would have been bowled out. The middle peg would have landed over the fence.
I'm not happy with
The Redbacks have just celebrated, but it was not out either. A ball that went down leg side against Swepson. It looked like he edged it,
but he
hadn't. And Nielsen had taken a really good one down leg side, but still waiting one
But
more ball. But
Swepson's on strike?
Swepson's still on strike for one more ball.
Who is...
Geordie Buckingham's bowling.
Oh, come on, Geordie.
Geordie.
Stuff.
Now, Geordie, just put it on the stumps because he cannot hit.
No.
You'll either rattle his cage, knock his castle over, or
he'll
plumb him LB.
Or he will go for a sweep shot because his name's
So Bucky comes in, Swepson's at strike.
He charged him.
Oh! God,
Nothing.
he had a big swing and miss.
Long cordon, ended up getting stopped at 5th slip.
Oh, my.
All right, we're hard up against the 6 o'clock.
We've got to get to the news. Let's hope there's a Redbacks win on the other side of this. 3-6.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym, trying to work on my break though. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
The new Kia Seltos. That's what's poppin'. And yeah, it's got options. The new Kia Seltos. The word is out.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Hi, it's Peter and Justin Berkowitz from Berkowitz Furniture. Justin, I'm announcing our exceptional sale.
What's exceptional about it?
Customers save up to 25% on exceptional Norwegian brands like Stressless and IMG, and Australian brands which they can customise to their own exceptional taste. They'll save up to 25% across the store.
Is there anything that's not on sale?
Nope, no exceptions.
That's exceptional.
For a few days only at Berkowitz.
The Furniture Family.
Mile End Homemaker Centre.
Health Fund members make healthy savings at Lordman and Pank Optometrists. Get $100 off a complete pair of prescription glasses or prescription sunglasses when you spend $350 before November 18. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Lordman and Pank. We care for eyes.
Let New Zealand take your breath away on an exclusive 17-day getaway with Holiday Wonders Mitcham. Fly direct from Adelaide with Air New Zealand and experience the best of what the North and South Islands have to offer, with meals, accommodation and so much more included, and more highlights than any comparable New Zealand trips. Right now, it's our best value ever. Save up to $980 per couple. Call now or visit holidaywonders.com.au. Holiday Wonders, Belair Road, Mitcham.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. Over 30 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Peter from Go Vita, Tanunda. This month we have a great offer on Nutrivital Premium Probiotic 50 Billion Plus for healthy immune function and gut flora. Just $53.95. That's 40% off of recommended retail price.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Manopara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Breaking news at Beaumont's, Australia's newest range of hard flooring has arrived. Luxury vinyl, heavenly hybrid, stunning laminate and engineered timber. And right now, buy 5 square metres and get the next one free. For all your flooring needs, you'll be happy you chose Beaumont's.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Clear tonight, sunny and 40 tomorrow. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
Optus says it will gift additional data to customers following yesterday's nationwide outage. Eligible postpaid customers will be able to access 200 gigabytes of extra data from November 13. Eligible prepaid customers will be able to access unlimited data on weekends until the end of the year. The telco says the outage was triggered by a cascading failure, resulting in the shutdown of services. The Education Union isn't ruling out further strike action if a deal can't be done on their push for better pay and working conditions. Almost 400 schools either closed or operated a modified program today in the wake of the teachers' strike. Educators rallied on the steps of Parliament House as part of their campaign. Education Minister Blair Boyer says the door is open to keep talking and he's confident they can come to an agreement before the end of the school year.
Negotiations haven't broken down. Still happily talk to Andrew Goal as I have this week, and I know the Premier would too. Happy to sit down with them at any time. I remain hopeful that we can come to an agreement sooner rather than later. I want to avoid any further strike action and want to actually deliver the things in the EB to our staff as soon as possible.
The Western Bulldogs Football Club has been ordered to pay a multi-million-dollar settlement to a child abuse survivor, but the club says it will appeal the decision. Alex Riddell has the story.
Adam Neal has been awarded almost $6 million in damages after a jury found the Western Bulldogs Football Club were negligent in protecting him from harm. Mr Neal was abused by fundraising volunteer Graham Hobbs for 5 years from 1984 in the club's offices on match days and on a cheer squad trip to Sydney. The sum is the largest awarded by a jury to an abuse survivor in Australia and the first against an AFL club. But the Bulldogs have denied knowing about the abuse and have released a statement confirming they will appeal the jury's verdict. The club says it reiterates its sorrow at the suffering endured by Mr Neal and acknowledges the pain he continues to carry.
More than 100 Holocaust survivors living in Australia have written a statement calling on the government to denounce hatred against the Jewish community. It comes in light of the current conflict in the Middle East, which has seen a rise in anti-Semitism across the globe. Holocaust survivor Professor Edgar Gold says it's scary to see similar events occurring.
I never expected that fellow Australians,
would yell out, kill Jews and gas the Jews. I mean, or boycotting Jewish shops and this sort of thing. That's exactly what happened at that particular time. I mean, that's a memory we have of 85 years ago. We all said never again, and the world said never again.
The statement released on the 85th anniversary of Kristallnacht. Fruit and vegetable wrapped in plastic are cheaper than loose items. The Marine Conservation Society sent hundreds of volunteers to stores across the country, finding 78% of stores charge less for products which are packaged. Plastic Campaigns manager Shane Cuco says it's a big worry given the level of waste already floating in the ocean.
The amount of plastic that's entering our oceans annually is going to triple by 2040 unless there's concerted action to reduce plastic. And we also know that Australia's plastic recycling rates for packaging are just 18%.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new Paradox Rift Pokemon trading cards at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
It has really gone down to the wire in the Redbacks Queensland Shield clash that is being played at the Gabba. Queensland are 9 for 268, needing 5 runs to win. In the AFLW, skipper Chelsea Randall headlines a list of 6 inclusions for the Crows ahead of their qualifying final against Brisbane on Saturday afternoon. Randall has been recalled after being managed for the round 10 clash last weekend. Also back Anne Hatchard and Stevie Lee Thompson. Well, Meg Lanning's decorated international cricket career has come to an end after 13 years. The 31-year-old, who has captained Australia for almost 10 years, has announced her retirement. She finishes up as a 7-time World Cup winner and 3-time Belinda Clark medalist.
I'm very much ready for something new, and it's time to move on and go and experience other things other than playing cricket, which I'm really excited about. I've achieved so much within the game, and I've been lucky enough to have such a successful career and be part of very successful teams.
Manchester United sit at the bottom of its Champions League group with 2 games to play after going down to Copenhagen 4-3. And in the NBA, Aussie Josh Giddey has scored 8 points as his Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 128-120. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Good evening. At Dulwich, look out for a breakdown on the drive home, Fullerton Road at Greenhill Road. In the city, Wakefield Street is closed near East Terrace in preparation for the Velo 500. Busy at Dry Creek at the moment. Salisbury Harwood at the Wingfield Interchange off-ramp, got speeds at 60. And look out for a camera, Military Road at West Beach. For the first time in Adelaide, Miss Saigon is coming to the Festival Theatre. Don't miss this blockbuster musical playing for a strictly limited season. Book today at Ticketek. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 16, clear tonight, sunny and 40 tomorrow. Saturday, down to 23 and partly cloudy, and 23 again on Sunday. Right now, it's 30 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, the hunt for a pair of Ram Raiders who smashed their way into a St Agnes phone store. 24 aged care homes now experiencing COVID outbreaks as case numbers surge. A new weight loss drug just approved for use in Australia. And, brace for it, a forecast of 40 degrees for Adelaide tomorrow. And don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 Now as soon as you're home.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
7 after 6. It's come down to this at the Gabba. We've been following the Redbacks the whole way through the show. Rowey said at the start, there's no way Queensland could lose this. Well, we threw out the reverse curse, and the Redbacks have done everything they can. It's now down to 1 wicket needed. Queensland need 4 runs. Kawaja's on strike on 114 not out. Swepson's at the other end, 0 off 3 balls. Jordan Buckingham's trying his best. There's been an appeal. They're all going nuts. The Redbacks have just won.
Yes!
Oh, you're kidding!
I'm
not even joking.
That is to make up for the Kawaja one.
He was plum.
Yes.
Win for the ages for the Redbacks. Kawaja has been given out. All out for 269.
He was dead set plum.
He was out 3 overs ago. Yeah.
Oh my God, they have come
So
from the
Buckingham got him.
clouds.
Buckingham got the wicket.
Oh, brilliant.
So they lost, what, about 6 wickets for 50 runs?
I think it was about 8 for just over 70.
Oh, my God. That is... Dizzy, well done.
Unbelievable.
At last. You know what? We've got to thank Mark on the Unique Homestyle Foods
well
test.
done.
That
See?
reverse curse
He
has
made it
worked,
happen.
Mark. Well done.
The reversey cursey.
Let's listen to the audio. We've just got it cut up now.
Buckingham. Khawaja, Buckingham gets the wicket and Khawaja is out. The Redbacks win. You cannot believe it. You couldn't write a better script here. The Redbacks have come from the dead. They've come back and they've won this game by 3 runs. Incredible scenes here at the Gabba.
It's actually bold, so it's gone to the scorecard as bold. It's a tough camera to see, but yeah, it's so bold. Buckingham, Khawaja out for 114. He led the way, but the final hurdle.
How good
Unbelievable
that?
finish.
That is sport at its absolute best.
Geordie
Down
Buckingham,
to
take
the
a bow.
last wicket. So what did they win by? 2 runs?
3
runs. 4 runs.
Wow.
Anyway, they've done it. Hey, from one... Well, it's our pastime, cricket. America's pastime is baseball.
Yeah.
Let's go to a bloke that we're just wrapped his back. Anthony Kirion. He's our catcher. He's back for the Giants. Welcome, son.
Rowey, Timmy, how are you guys? Seems like I missed out on a great game in the studio. I kind of want to be there.
well, you normally do come inside the studio, so you're welcome back anytime, Anthony.
All right.
Now we're reigning champs. As if you were never going to come back after the catch. Anthony, you've got a gig with us for life. You know that.
Yeah, I'll take it. I love Adelaide. I'll tell you what, the baseball culture here is sick, but just the people that are here, they just made all of us, all of the imports, just feel so welcome. Like this kind of feels like my second home. So I'm welcome back anytime. I'll take it. That's for sure.
Now, we have a terrific partnership with the Philadelphia Phillies, and most of the time we get a lot of guys, you'll come back, which is great, but who has come back for a second look at it, and who's new?
So there's myself. I'm coming back, obviously. We got a guy who was actually here in 2020. I think that was a COVID year. His name's Timmy. He's back with us. Obviously, we got our big boy, Rickson Wingrove. He's our Aussie. He's coming back. He's here every year. And I think that's it. We had a guy called Nick Ward. He got signed with the Phillies, went back to the U.S. for the season. He's coming back as well. So we've got some experience on this team for sure.
Well, here there's a big signing to be announced, other than you, Anthony.
Yes.
I know. I don't even know who it is.
Oh, yes, you do.
Waiting to see who it is. It's amazing. They don't even want to tell us.
Don't give us that. You're the catcher. You know everything.
Waiting. I'm supposed to. Yeah, I'm not doing my job well so far. But
okay.
No, I tell you what, our social media team, they're good. They keep us up, and we're on the team. So certainly they're doing a good job on that end.
Now, this is your off season, I guess. It's the winter ball for you. But how did your season go in the States?
It was good, actually. Really good season. A lot of learning. The downside was I tore my meniscus actually this year. So kind of had to go down to Florida for some rehab. Took care of all that. So I missed about 6 weeks, but coming back here kind of makes up for that. So that's always good. But yeah, it was a great season.
When arriving back, mate, did you just, once you catch the eyes of your teammates, did you sort of just float back to that incredible Claxton Shield win?
Of course. I mean, I can't. To be honest, I haven't really stopped thinking about it. It was one of the best baseball years I've ever had. Yeah. The team was great. Obviously, the city's great. It was just a really, really cool experience. So obviously, just as soon as I landed, man, I was just like, here we go, part 2. I get put in the opportunity, and I get given an opportunity to do it all over again. So it's definitely exciting, man. I can't wait to start. We're about a week away from the season, so it's just a waiting game for now.
And has the Claxton Shield actually made its way out of Jordan McArdle's flat? Is it out of there yet? Is it out of his lounge room?
I don't know, but to be honest, I would pick anybody other than Jordan to keep that thing safe. I'll tell you what, if he has it, I know it's good. So he can keep it all he wants, man. It's in safe hands.
Yeah, we're in good place for a title defence, aren't we? I mean, that's a sign of greatness if you can back up. So that's the goal this year, clearly, Anthony?
100%. Yeah, I think doing it and then seeing that we're able to do it, it's just kind of like now we want to we want to prove it wasn't a fluke. We earned it, and I think we got the team to do it all over again. And Chris Adamson, our manager, he does a good job at kind of putting that seed in our heads at the beginning of the season, and making it known that we're playing to win it all. We're not just playing to get through the season. We're playing to win it all. So that's exciting, man. I can't wait.
Starts November 17 to 19. Good to have you back here in Adelaide. That catch, Anthony Kirion, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, great work.
Can't wait to get him back in the studio.
Yeah,
he's good fun. Absolutely fantastic.
But isn't that a credit to South Australia, the organisation, the Giants, our league here, that you get the quality of that? Couldn't get on that plane quick enough.
No, he loves it.
How good's that?
The opening weekend at Dye-Colour Australian Stadium, Friday the 17th of November. That's the championship banner celebration. So you unveil the flag, the winner. Yep. Saturday the 18th, they've got the Australia 101 night, and Sunday the 19th, they've got Bark at the Park. So you can take your four-legged friends to the baseball. How good's that?
Bark at the Park.
It'd be sensational. Yeah.
Have you say 82230000. The mighty Redbacks have come from the clouds and beaten Queensland by 4 runs. Rolled them today for 269.
The reverse curse was the best thing ever.
Well, I'm going to do that all year next year.
Yeah.
Crows get flopped.
It works. Yeah.
Showdown 54. They can't win that. Can't win it. Well, it worked.
Without Mark on the unique homestyle foods text, we wouldn't have thought of it. It was brilliant. Thank you very much, sir. We probably owe him something. Yeah. We'll find something for him, I reckon.
Give him another Barreau Hotel Group voucher, which we don't have. That will turn into a Powers run. No, we'll get him Sixers tickets for this Saturday. He'll love that.
Or one of those Rowey and Timmy G beer cans.
Yes.
Unique.
Actually, I saw you two neck one of them at about 4 o'clock.
They were good.
It was a sample.
Yeah.
Was it?
It's a little taste tester.
And
you love your beer, don't you?
You have to sample. Yeah, you do. Oh, yes, I do. I'm fond of it.
You're wrong.
You are. Oh, my God, the Redbacks.
15 after 6.
We're top of the ladder now.
Not top. We're 2 wins, 2 losses, so we're going quite nicely. I think we're back into the top 3 with that record.
That will do the confidence enormous good.
Chat to the Redbacks tomorrow.
Yeah, here we will. We'd love to have cost the Gabba. Here's the thing. You've got to get 20 wickets to win a Shield game or a Test match. We did. And we've got a team that can do that. And we didn't even have Agar.
Well, we've got some amazing...
Who's the rooster that bowls 160?
Spencer Johnson wasn't playing.
We still don't even have Spencer Johnson in there.
No, we've got about 9 fast bowlers
How
in this
good's that?
arsenal. Ryan Harris at the helm with Dizzy Gillespie, 2 of the best that Australia's ever seen.
Actually, Rhino would be beside himself with happiness because that's his old club.
Correct.
Oh, we've got to get the big rhinoceros on tomorrow.
I just text Jason Gillespie after that. I said, have you got any hair and fingernails left? And he said, no and no.
Oh, that's magnificent. Well done, the
So good for him.
Redbacks.
So good for him. Well done.
16 after 6.
The FIVEAA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Today I'm talking to Glenn, who is one of Arbor Vitae's many happy customers. Hi, Glenn.
Hello, Leaf.
When did you start taking Arbor Vitae and what for?
My mild arthritis had progressively deteriorated and it was reaching the stage of me being virtually crippled. A friend of mine suggested that I try Arbor Vitae, so I gave it a go.
What benefits have you noticed from Arbor Vitae?
After just the first bottle, the pain went from 8 out of 10 down to a manageable 2 or 3 out of 10.
Are you happy to recommend Arbor Vitae? And what would you tell our listeners about this product?
Absolutely. I've told all my friends to give it a go. The secret is to have 2 or 3 bottles till the pain subsides and check dose that you're having the correct amount.
It's wonderful to hear how much of a positive impact it has had on your life. Thanks for your time, Glenn. Arbor Vitae is an easy-to-take daily supplement that may help manage some of the most common health disorders caused by inflammation. Arbor Vitae health supplements are now available at Chemist Warehouse, Australia's cheapest chemist. arborvitae.com.au. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Australia's largest indoor caravan showroom now has even more to explore. Come into Dave Benson Caravans to see the new range of Victory caravans, plus a huge selection of Essential, Highline, Network RV and Cub campers with new features and layouts. We have over 100 new and pre-loved vans and campers, all undercover and all ready for immediate delivery, so you can enjoy your next getaway straight away. See what's available at Dave Benson Caravans, 64 Grand Junction Road, Kilburn, or online at davebensoncaravans.com.au.
This is RB Day for Supercraft Bedding with Tales of Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas and Santa was ready to begin his annual journey to share all the prezzies. He got a little sleepy somewhere over the Adelaide lap. He found a spare bed for a quick power nap. Santa slept like a log once he rested his head until rudely awoken by Mrs. Smith. Get your own, this is my Supercraft bed. Supercraft Bedding, building better spare beds. 42 Richmond Road, Keswick.
How to be excellent at home. Pop off those shoes, put on those house pants, pop on the kettle or pop a bottle. Let's get comfy. And before you reach for the remote, reach for the Frederick Street finest. Will it be apricot and coconut slice, dark chocolate cranberries or spicy baked crackers? Look for Frederick Street finest in the fancy blue packet at your local Drake's supermarket. Be excellent anywhere with Frederick Street finest, devoted to excellence.
Hi, Alan from Mannix. Trust is a must when it comes to solar and battery solutions for your home. So call Mannix, the name South Australians have trusted for over 50 years. You'll get a free in-home inspection, you'll get a top quality system, you'll have no hidden extras, plus a 15-year installation guarantee. And it costs no more at Mannix. You won't get that from an interstate company. For a free quote, call 1300 Mannix or go online anytime.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 19 minutes after 6.
Now, you've heard us talk about Adelaide exposed concrete a fair bit, haven't you? The beautiful aggregate driveways and all the rest of it, and you think, you know, that's a really good business, and they're all flat out there, no doubt about that. You wouldn't have much time to do much else, would you, really?
Well, unless you love something.
Unless you love it as much as this. The Broadview Football Club, which the El Presidente there is Shane Hodby from Drummond Golf.
Too.
Right. They are proud to announce Shane Lynch of the Adelaide Exposed Concrete fame as the women's A-grade coach. Shane, welcome.
Thanks, boys. How are you?
Oh, not too bad at all, mate. Now, you've got a fair bit of experience in the coaching game. Just to mention a few, you coached in the Southern Footy League, the Hills Footy League, senior men's, junior grades over 10 years. You've also coached Norwood Samford women as a forward line coach there. So you must love the game.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, it's a passion of mine and my kids as well. They love footy, so... and just probably recently in the last few years of my passions turned towards women's footy.
I was going to ask you about that. So
yeah, it's been a bit of a change.
Tell me the difference. You know, what differences have you noticed, or what changes do you have to make from coaching either young men, senior men, to women?
Well, I suppose like everyone, when the AFL started senior women's footy, it was probably not hard to watch, but we were all probably thinking, was this going to get off the ground and make its way? But being at Nord and watching how these women go about their business, training 3 times a week and all the hard work they put in, I definitely found a lot of admiration for them in the way that they do things. And they're very like school-based. They love the theory behind football. They love knowing, the game and how the game's played and I suppose the biggest thing is they take everything in and they don't talk back. They just listen to everything you have to say, and they're really inquisitive about the game. Which, especially when you're coaching young men or young boys, you can get you can get quite heated. Doesn't happen with women.
How good's that? Norwood SA NFLW, you're the senior team forward line coach there, so that's great grounding. You're a tragic Melbourne supporter. You're going to model your coaching style and game on the Demons at all, and Goody, Shane?
No, probably not, because I reckon if we play like Melbourne, we might bore the rest of the competition. So,
there you go.
Because we just play down the line, and I don't think that's what we want for the women's game. We want it to be fast and free-flowing. And I suppose what we're all wanting is we want them to score. We want them to kick goals. That's what brings people to watch any sport, isn't it? Is excitement when teams are kicking goals.
Mm. And why Broadview? Have you got a fond spot there? Is that your junior grade club? Did you play out there, or they saw you, seeked you, and got you?
Yeah, they seeked me out a little bit. I didn't know a lot about Broadview, but I definitely wanted to coach in Division 1 footy in the amateur league or the Adelaide League. I definitely thought that was a great place to coach. I think the teams in that league are quite serious and trying to better women's footy, and I thought it would be a great place to be. And yeah, Sally down there got in contact with me, and we put it all together.
Excellent.
Now, your lovely wife, Amanda, what does she think of this coaching caper?
Oh well, like anyone's partner, she's given me a few extra chores around the house, a few extra things I got to do on the weekends, and so I've got to keep my end of the bargain and make sure that I do the extra stuff. But look, she supports me. She knows that it's a passion, and my kids love footy too. So we're a footy family. So
yeah. Now you've got young Riley just finished year 12, and young Hunter. So they're at that sort of teenage year where they're really enjoying, I suppose, their sport and music and the like. Yeah.
Riley just finished year 12, and that was great. That's over. And he's just loves playing local footy with his mates. And our other son Hunter, he's a really avid cricketer, so he loves his cricket. So so now that footy's over, we're into cricket season now, which is good for the family.
Now, Shane Lynch of Adelaide Exposed Concrete, will you sponsor Broadview's Exposed Concrete Tough Tackle?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what we do. We sponsor tough tackles everywhere. So we'll bring a few bags of cement to training this year, and hopefully our girls will be running through the opposition pretty hard, I would have thought.
I was just wondering whether you've ever told a girl to take a teaspoon of Exposed Concrete.
No, well, there could be a little bit of that happening this year, maybe, if a few girls get out of line, so we'll see what happens.
Do you know what how did they go last year as a group?
Well, I think they finished top, but like Melbourne, bombed out in the finals.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, we've got to get past that mental hurdle. Finished top, had a great regular season. I think it was a 12-2.
Wow.
And then just struggled in the finals to put it together. But yeah, the previous coaches and all the staff there have put a great program together, and they should be really stoked what they've done. So terrific.
A dear mate of mine, Gary McIntosh, coaches the Payneham Norwood Union women's team. So you're going to be up against some stiff opposition there, Shane.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I mean, it's exciting.
Talking about concrete.
Yeah, well, you get to play these. I suppose being in this competition, you get to play against these fantastic clubs that have been around forever. These that have got lots of history around in the inner suburbs of Adelaide. So, looking forward to be a part of that competition. Now
you're going to model your first ever Broadview A-grade coaching stint on the back of Ange Postecoglou from Tottenham. Just win the first 6 and get coach of the bloody decade and the year and the century. Shane,
he can't do anything wrong, that guy, can he, at the moment? But
God.
I think any coach that can come into a new organisation and have an impact like he has straight away deserves credit. So I'm not a soccer fan, but if you look from afar at what he's done, he's pretty amazing job.
Well, you're our man, Shane Lynch from
Thank you, mate.
Exposed Concrete, the old Broadview A-grade. I love sharing a little frothy or two with you. You might have to give up the grog. Concentrate on... no, coaches can
keep your routine.
You know what?
No grog through footy season. Only on the AFL footy trip. That's it.
Yeah, well done, Shane.
Well done, mate. Congratulations on the appointment, and all the best in the season coming up.
Thanks, boys. Have a good night.
Shane Lynch, Broadview Football Club women's coach, and of course Adelaide Exposed Concrete.
Great supporters of ours. Tough tackle.
Awesome.
Get that in
26 minutes after 6. Caroline Wilson will join us next.
The FIVEAA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. FIVEAA Breakfast.
Unbelievable what was going on our roads last night. Some people are so brain dead. There should be a special clause. Yeah. Sorry, mate, clearly driving's not for you. In the same way, if you're colourblind, you can't be a pilot.
Informing Adelaide.
If you're a complete card-carrying, irredeemable half-wit like this bloke, maybe just driving's not for you.
It's a failure of the system. We have to wait for these people to kill someone.
I reckon people have had an absolute gutful of this. We're just seeing the bodies pile up.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
The Earl of Leicester is not your ordinary pub. It's got all your